Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Doing good.
Well, I figured something out tonight. I figured out what Discord has been doing to me the last few weeks. One of their recent updates, they apparently changed something in their myriad audio settings, and they, I guess, defaulted to something called auto gain on the microphone. And I've noticed when I was listening back to last Thursday and also listening back to last Sunday and last Saturday that my voice sounded relatively quiet compared to other people. So I was messing around with that, and I was doing some testing listening through the other computer while I was on the microphone, and when I turned that setting off, bam, it all came back to where it should be. I was sounding really quiet until I turned that off. So that may have been the problem. I hate it when they go and they change stuff every time they do an update.
I'm going to check that real quick. Oh, automatic gain control.
Yeah.
Should I turn that off?
Well, you sound fine to me, but I had sounded, when I was listening back to the last few sessions, I was sounding quiet compared to other people, and that was a setting that when I turned it off, it made all the sound come back better in my testing earlier today. So I think that was it. Now, if you haven't touched it and it's been working fine, then there should be no reason for you to change it.
Okay.
Well, you sound like you're in a hallway to me, like you've got like you're in a chapel or something. It's
me or Galley?
You
sound a little, not echoey, but you sound like reverberating off walls too.
Yeah. You guys both sound fine to me.
Huh. We both sound weird to each other.
That's normal. I just updated Discord too, so.
Yeah. Well, they're good for like twice a month. You log on and they go, hey, we've made an update. And I've learned to go, oh, groan. That means you screwed up settings.
I'm checking under my headset settings. Give me a second.
Is your settings on Roll20 sending the voice?
Okay. We need to do that. Everybody can go into Roll20.
Because I've disabled mine.
Yes, you should. So,
there we go.
What are we doing?
Everybody can go into Roll20 in the new game. Go to the settings tab and make sure under game settings, scroll down to the bottom and say that you want to broadcast nothing to others and you want to receive nothing from others.
Oh, I didn't disable the receive nothing from others. I think that's what the problem was.
Yeah.
Do I sound better now?
Yes, you sound much better.
Do I sound
okay?
Yeah, everybody sounds good. You sound good, Ken.
Not anything.
Sing to me with those beautiful pipes, Ken.
All right, so
I was even checking my headset settings to make sure it was fine. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you sound great now.
Okay, wonderful. And James, that's probably why you guys both sounded fine to me, because I had that turned off.
Yeah.
I was just making sure. I just was making sure that I remembered to turn that off on the streaming computer, else all of us would sound wonky.
That would have been horrible
on the stream. Yeah.
Ken, do you say something, Dorsevere?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
I mean, it was weird. Like for a minute there, you were having like double sound feedback.
That's probably before you turned off the receive nothing from others.
Oh,
that's what that does.
I never turn on any of that stuff, but I do turn off like my mic, the Roll20 mic.
Yeah, the thing is that every time there's a new game, it automatically defaults all that stuff on for every player. So the first time you go into a game, you have to go and turn that off.
Oh, really? It asks me every time I load Roll20. It's interesting.
Oh, okay. Well, now you're using Firefox, and you probably have stuff like cookies and stuff like that turned off. So that's probably the reason why.
All right. It's never been a problem. I just always say, nope, I don't want double mic.
How is everybody doing this evening?
Doing good.
Man, I spoiled myself. I had a hell of a steak dinner with some good red wine and everything, man.
Oh, nice.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
Didn't share.
I spoiled myself.
Why is it showing me talking on Roll20? Okay, that's weird.
Hey, I don't know, man. At this point, with quarantine, you put on a wig and talk dirty to me, I might just take you out for steak too.
Ooh.
When you first said you spoiled yourself, I thought you said I soiled myself, and I was like,
Very good.
what happened?
Oh, gosh.
No. No, my steak had
Sorry.
like the button burgundy mushrooms. I had all the fixings. You know what I'm saying? It's good. And some hot bread pudding for dessert.
I disabled all that, but it's still showing me talking on Roll20. That is weird.
Yeah, I'm hearing you come in.
Yeah, something. You just changed something, and you went.
Did you reconnect? Did you reconnect it? Anytime you make changes, you got to hit the reconnect.
Yeah, I would do that. Unless you
I
use
reset it. Hold on.
Unless you use Firefox
Yeah.
like me, and then you don't have these problems.
Oh, okay, no, I had to reset the browser. That fixed it.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. All right. Hey. While we have been working on this, we have reached the magic hour of 8 p.m. So I am going to go turn off this soothing meditation music. And I am going to welcome everybody to session 23 of the Sword Coast Chronicles. This is, you could say, in fact, that this is the Sword Coast Chronicles Part 2. Last week, when we last left our heroes, they were, they had started off in Waterdeep, and then they decided to try to get ahead of the cultists by taking a boat up the Desserin River. And when they got a few days up the river, suddenly a whirlpool opened in front of them, and they saw pirates coming up behind them. One pirate, a big, ugly guy with a huge claw for one hand and barnacles all over his body, was standing on the bow of the main pirate vessel, casting a spell, apparently creating that whirlpool by magical means from behind the boat and placing it in front of the boat. And as somebody commented, wow, he's got a long range. Yes, he does. All right. So what I would very much like to do is I would very much like to move us to a map. Now, I hope that this doesn't do any bad things to your computers, because I needed to have a map that was going to allow me to have some scale. So you should probably see a very large map come up. And if you zoom out,
Oh, that's a big boat.
I was about to say, that's a big boy.
you will notice a few things. First of all, you will notice up here in the river, there is a, well, it's not exactly a whirlpool effect, but that's what I'm using for the whirlpool effect. Then you will notice the boat that you are on with your halfling captain. And then if you go behind that boat a little ways, you will see the boats that are chasing you, the pirate boats that are chasing you. There are 3 of them. One appears to be this guy standing on the bow, casting a spell. Then there appear to be a bunch of other pirates. The not pictured on the two smaller boats are the oars, but the large boat, while it does have masts, the sails are down. The sails are furled, and the it's coming after you on oar power. Easily at least 20 oars powering this boat, so they are making good speed, coming after you. And the fellow who is casting the spell there, he looks at you and he calls out in a voice that carries as if by magic. And he says, "Stop your boat and prepare to be boarded."
I don't think so.
Well, that sounds pretty reasonable. Well, no, I'm just kidding.
Are we getting pulled into this whirlpool, or is
the captain has ordered his crew to begin taking evasive maneuvers, that being to try to turn aside from the whirlpool. It's only 25 feet wide, and the whirlpool, or the river here, I actually couldn't make this to scale. The river is supposed to be like a half mile wide at this point. So okay, I can hear some echoing in the background, so people, please don't leave microphones open. So
I think Chris is trying to talk.
Oh. Yeah, Chris, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
he's really quiet?
Yeah, he's super.
Yeah, Chris.
He's also got feedback from his Row 20 mic.
Oh, okay, yes. Chris, this is the situation. Okay, stop trying to talk, Chris. Go to Roll 20. Go to your settings, and scroll all the way down on the settings, and say you want to you broadcast to others nothing, receive from others nothing. I think that's what's happening.
And then reconnect.
And then reconnect.
You're still really quiet.
You're still really quiet.
The fucking cord was halfway hanging out. Sorry.
Now we hear you.
There you go.
I ran over the cord with my chair. Sorry.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as I saw the, starting from what we saw last time, as soon as I saw the ship behind us, I'm immediately going to sprint to the anchor. If there's a role I can make nature survival, I'm going to take into account the depth of the river, the speed at which we're traveling, the distance between us and the whirlpool. Is it going to be a waste of time? Or
Okay.
Do I feel like I can the ship?
Okay. The crew is responding to the captain's orders, and they are starting. I can go ahead and do this. They are starting to turn the boat. so that they are
Okay, that's
heading
cool shit,
towards
Gally. That's cool shit.
towards the edge of the river. So it looks like they're going to go around, but obviously they're having to slow down to maneuver around this, and the pirates behind you are coming at fast speed. So
Would I know that if that spell is concentration or not?
you can make me an Arcana check.
And-
And because you are not a caster, I'm going to give you disadvantage.
While he's
Ouch.
doing that, I think at the end of last session, I said I wanted to throw up a fog cloud,
Okay.
and
no.
I'm doing that at third level. So it's going to be a 60 by 60.
That sucks.
Okay, hang on a second. Ooh.
Right?
Okay, so yeah. 5 is not going to do it. But fog cloud. Okay, so yeah, you have no idea whether this is concentration or not. You don't even have any idea what kind of spell it
As
is.
Mulek's casting fog cloud, can I take a pot shot at dude just for to see if that'd distract him? I don't mind. I might know if the spell's concentration, but if I can distract him,
Oh, sure. If you have the range, you can.
it'd be
do
at
that.
disadvantage. But I get a +8, so we'll see.
Okay. Hang on a second. I'm gonna go around the room. Everybody, just stop what you're doing. Mulek wants to do fog cloud. Faldor wants to shoot. Falliger, what do you want to do?
I wanted to determine whether can we even get past this whirlpool or maelstrom or whatever the hell this thing is.
Yes, I just said a couple of minutes ago that I could not make the thing actually to scale because the river here is supposed to be about a half a mile wide. So
Okay.
I just basically made the center channel, but there's plenty of maneuvering room, and the effect can only create a whirlpool 25 feet wide, but he put it right in front of the path of the boat. So it forces your boat to take evasive maneuvers to avoid running into it and perhaps taking structural damage.
I would like to move to the back of the boat if that's possible.
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, okay, you're going to move to the back of the boat. And then Brock, what would Brock like to do?
Well, if I notice that we can actually escape this whirlpool, I will not throw the anchor. Instead, I'm going to look, what is this ship outfitted with? Is there any cannons, harpoons? What are we looking at here?
No, this is a river trader. The weapons that are on board are probably the ones that you guys brought with them, and maybe some ship's rigging axes that the crew might have stowed somewhere, but they would not intend to, and probably some daggers that they have, but they would probably more likely use their daggers to cut their steak, and more likely use the ship's axes to deal with any kind of rigging in emergency storm situations or things like that.
Okay, in that case, I'll take the rear of the ship, and I'm just going to pull out the longbow I borrowed from the one town and just start firing off shots.
Okay.
I don't
All right.
know how many arrows I have. Did they give me arrows, or do you remember?
Just say that it has a total of 20. If you didn't write it down, just say that.
Yeah, I'm just going to empty all 20 shots, whatever time passes between now and then.
Okay, well, we're going to get into initiative before you can do that, but let us start. The first thing that was mentioned was doing the fog cloud. So can you give me an idea, Mulek, where you would like to put the fog cloud? Because I have this set of conjuration things, and I can do
Yeah, it's basically going to be a 120 foot diameter. So basically, just kind of that width and about. It's not letting me do it.
So
About this long.
So 120 by 120.
Yep.
So wait, 120 by 120 is what? That's 24 by 24. Am I?
60 by 60. No. It's 120 by 120.
Right.
120 feet.
Right.
So by 5, what is that? That's 25 by 25.
24 by 24. Yeah. 24. Yeah. Because it's
24 by 24. Yep.
Okay. So
it's pretty much going to be the width of these guys.
I can. Come on. There we go.
God.
Yeah, and then just bring it down a little bit.
So bring it down like
just
here.
Yeah, right there.
Okay. All right. So you guys on the boat, there's this whirlpool in front of you, and then suddenly Mulek is there, and he like licks a finger, holds it up to the wind, kind of, squints a little bit, and then beepity boppity boop, and this big huge fog of cloud just appears behind your boat, and then I guess what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and roll initiative. So,
and did that have any effect on the whirlpool in front of us?
Hang on a minute. I have to check. So I'm gonna answer that, but not just yet.
Okay.
Here, do that. I'm putting that on the map layer for right now because I need to be able to see tokens. And I'm going to bring it back. And I'm going to add a turn for you. Okay. Okay, so some of you guys forgot to
my token. I forgot to click my token, but nat 20 plus 5.2.
Yeah. So that's Eldor 25.20. Okay, then Brock. Now I don't know if you guys have your hit points on your tokens are correct, because I was using the tokens that you had, so I don't know whether those have been updated to match your character sheet or not. 5.16.
Yeah, mine's correct.
Mulek is 19.17, and then Falliger, I think I still need a initiative from you. Ken, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, we need an initiative from you. Okay, there you go. 18, and then what's your actual dex score?
14.
Okay, all right. Okay, and then and we're going to oh, come on. Oh, phooey. Okay. You're going to be... Let me see if that works. Okay, so 17, 15. All right. There we go.
Ooh.
That works. So, we will put them in descending order. And and then yes, I'm just going to go and say I'm going to just have all the cultists go on one. Okay. Oh, so they get to go almost the same time as their boss.
Yikes.
All right. Thaldor,
Yes.
you are up first. This big, and I'm going to move the fog cloud back to the proper layer so that it means that you guys cannot see anything. All right. Oh, whoops. Why? Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. I want to do this, and I want to make this one. There you go. Okay. So, fog cloud, the pirate boats behind you disappeared. And then I owe an answer to a question to Mulek, which is... let me see. Okay. No. There's no effect on the there is no effect on the whirlpool, and I cheated this guy. Because he actually is able to make it a little bit bigger. Not a whole lot bigger, but a little bit bigger. So it's a 10 by 10. There we go. Makes a 10 by 10 whirlpool instead of a
glad
5
I
by
asked.
5. Yeah. But no, it doesn't go away.
Okay.
Because it's a body of water you choose, not a body of water you can see.
Dang it. Okay. I was taking a chance.
No, that's fine. But they've got multiple ships in that fog that have to maneuver around each other. So that's something, at least.
Yep.
So, Thaldor, back to you.
It was already at disadvantage because of the range.
But it cancels out because of the fog cloud.
So it'd be just a regular roll?
Yeah.
It's a regular roll, and it's because of the way 5e handles advantage and disadvantage. If you cannot see your target, you have disadvantage on your attack. But if the target cannot see the attacker, then the target grants advantage. So in a weird sort of way, the advantage and the disadvantage cancel each other out, and it's just a flat roll. Now, I keep thinking about maybe going into an older edition and pulling up something like giving you like anytime you're in darkness, giving everybody in darkness or everybody in fog like just a flat -4 on their attack rolls. So it's just, not only can you not see your target and the targets can't see their attackers, but everybody's just sort of flailing blindly and has a much harder time hitting each other than they would normally. So,
but I'm still at disadvantage because it's the distance of my crossbow. So
okay,
so it's just a disadvantage roll on that. So
right.
Well, the typical rules are the advantage. There's no stacking of advantage disadvantage. But if Galagon wants to, he can choose, I guess, how.
Right. The range. There's been endless debates on this, but we'll just say, for the sake of range, just attack with disadvantage and see what happens.
That's fair. That's my first roll.
Okay. A 20.
Nat 20 on my second roll.
Okay.
24.
24. A 24. That's going to hit his armor class.
Oof.
And so, yeah, he cannot see you. So that means that you do get 17 damage against him. So now let me go. Let me go get this guy, and I'll do 17 damage on him. And then he's got a concentration check.
Ooh.
So it's a con save 10 or half the damage, so it's a con save of 10. So he has to make
just by one.
Just barely makes it. Okay. All right. So he makes his save. And anything else, Thaldor?
I end my turn.
Okay. Mulek, you heard ow in that same voice that carries.
Hey, Gally, I rolled an 18 on my first initiative roll. You put me at 15. Not that it matters, but I guess. I don't know why it rolled twice, but I'll try to fix that somehow.
I thought I was putting you at.
That's fine. We'll keep it where it's at.
No. It's no problem.
And if that happens, you can literally click your initiative in the turn order and change it.
I didn't notice it until now. I apologize.
Yeah, that's okay. So I can just basically move you up here in the initiative order above him. So you'll still be after Mulek. So go ahead, Mulek.
Do I notice if are we still kind of moving along?
Well, the crew is changing direction, and yeah, they're trying to go around that whirlpool. And yes, you all are still moving.
Okay.
But
I'm going to move to the back of the boat as far as I can, kind of right up next to Brock. I guess as close as I can, and I am going to fire off because my firebolt range is 120 feet. So I'm going to shoot firebolt to where I believe.
Okay, where you believe this guy is?
Yeah, where I last saw him.
Okay, that will work. And because you are within range, we're just going to go with the flat roll because you can't see your target and your target can't see you.
So I guess that's a miss. Huh?
16. Hey, 16 is exactly what you need to hit this guy.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to do that. And yeah, this guy is. This is not the way taking a merchant ship was supposed to go. This was supposed to be an easy job. The boss said it was going to be easy. Another con save. Oh, nice. Hey, guess what? The whirlpool begins to dissipate in front of you.
I look back at Mulek. I guess we did something right.
And you hear another, "Ow! Damn it!"
And then I'm gonna jump back into the back to where in the middle of the boat.
Okay. All right. So Falager, your wizard apparently did something because you can hear the roiling whirlpool ahead of the ship stop, and you can also hear the crew of your ship go, "Yeah!" And the captain says, "Just go, go, go!"
Well, I can't really see anything, so. Yeah, I can't do anything.
Okay.
I guess I'll skip my turn.
Well, okay.
Get ready in action, maybe. Or
Hang on. Just now, a lot of players get caught into one-dimensional thinking, which is there's a combat and I have to do something that hurts the enemy. So you are a spellcaster. Look at your spells. Is there anything that you have in your spells that could either help your allies or help the boat or help the crew of the boat that you all are on?
No.
So that you don't just waste the turn.
No, I mean, not really. Like, I got one spell that might help, but it's not something we need right now. And everything else is a range issue. So
Okay.
I think maybe the best I could do is I could have dropped my shield and my Warhammer on the boat and had that longbow and maybe just take a pot shot at something.
Yes.
That'll do it, because you can just drop those right at your feet and they're not going to fall. I'm not the kind of DM that says, well, you're in a boat that's trying to turn, so you need to make a dex check to see if you drop them in the water. No, I'm not going to do that to you. So I know some DMs would.
He's going to take out his longbow and he'll notch an arrow and he'll put his finger up to the air like, okay, all right. And he'll visualize and think about where one of the guys were on the boat before this fucking fog cloud blocked all of his vision. And he'll pull the string back and he'll say, "Helm be praised." And he'll fire.
Okay. Go ahead and shoot.
Oh no, this thing's not.
Really? You would have advantage then, Ken, because your longbow has the range.
No. It's a flat roll because he can't see his target.
Oh, he can't see your target. Yep.
Okay, and you hear it go thud into the.
But that's a damage. That's a damage roll. That's not an attack roll.
Why did that not? That's so weird.
1d8 plus 3.
I added it to roll 20 and it didn't.
Okay. What I think you need to do is you need to click on the. Did you set it up as an attack action?
Make sure you have the attack bubble checked.
Yeah.
Oh! I clicked on the wrong one. I had it clicked on the equipment and not the. There we go.
Yeah. Hey. Nice. So 20. That is going to hit for 9 points of damage.
And then he's going to take another arrow. He's going to do the same thing. It's going to fire again.
Okay.
And hopefully hear someone say, "Ah!" and splash off the boat.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to Bard, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, yes, welcome to Bard. Okay, so let me...
Feast or famine when it comes to Lucky.
Let's see. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here.
Probably would have been aiming just for a normal cultist or something that I could have seen.
Oh.
This guy's on the biggest boat up front, so he's.
Yeah, you're not
damage.
You're not focus firing.
I guess sure. I guess I'll hit this guy.
Okay, all right. Because I mean, everybody else has been.
Okay.
Focus firing on the.
Sure.
On the
well.
Hit the captain.
But the first guy I would have saw, so that would have been that guy. So
yeah. That definitely he was the first guy. Okay. So anything else, Valleasure, or are you done?
I don't.
Did you have a bonus action or anything you wanted to do?
I already used it.
Okay. All right. So then we come to our big bad. He is not having a great day. He is going to okay, what is the what is this?
Is he taking 52 damage? Yeah. Getting lucky.
He's a boss man.
Taken quite a bit of damage, that's for sure. Now, what is the range on this? Oh, okay. You guys are causing point you choose. Okay. And that is okay. That's when he can choose as well. So let me double check distances here. There's one spell he has that is within range, or that is a point you can see, and there are two spells he has that's a point you choose, which means he doesn't have to see it. He just has to choose a point up there. So he is going to try to get the most bang for his buck, and he is going to cast. He's going to cast this. Oh, come on. Oh, that. Then. Oh, that's why it didn't do it, because I was. He will cast. This his spell casting. Okay, is that. Okay. He is going to cast Tidal Wave. You conjure up a wave of water that crashes down on an area within range. The area can be up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, creature takes 4d8 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. On a successful save, takes half as much damage and is not knocked prone. So his chosen area, we are going to have spell effects. This is going to be a we'll call this, let's just call it bubbling, and then water, and it's going to be 10 feet wide by 30 feet long. Oh, come on.
It's like water fireworks.
Yeah, okay, so it's not. Yeah, let's do this.
Oof.
Are you guys seeing anything?
Yeah.
The
first one did like kind of little blue sparkles kind of, and then that last one was like.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, because I was looking on the DM screen and it wasn't doing anything. So let me try this again. Yeah, okay, that's weird. It's weird what it does. Okay, so the area, and it actually doesn't give me a good area, so I'm gonna outline the area for you guys. It's an area 10 feet wide by 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet long. And then he's No. Okay. Okay, then he is going to make this kind of match your boat as much as he can, and he's going to put it right here.
Oof.
So he's going to put it right on the boat because it's a point he chooses, which is on the boat within range. And this big, huge wall of water crashes down, and then you guys need to make a dex save, and his spell save DC is 16. So make
Done.
dex
20,
save.
24.
You shield
Okay.
master my reaction to take no damage.
Okay. So we have a save for Thaldor, a save for Brock, failure for Mulek, and a failure for Fallinger.
Dang it.
So then that's going to be 4d8 damage.
Roll low.
Which 12 total damage. If you saved, you take 6. So that crashes down, and those of you who failed your save, you are knocked prone.
You said it was 16, right? We had to beat a 16?
Yes.
Okay.
Beat a 16. So I'm going to not do that. Dang it.
Oh, wait, I can use Uncanny Dodge.
Okay.
So that would be no damage, I think.
Is that an area effect, or is it a...
Yeah. So...
Wouldn't that be evasion?
Let me check that out. Hold on.
Any dodges for attacks, not spells.
Yeah, I don't think you can use Uncanny Dodge on a area.
Yeah, I think you would have to. I think you would have
to wait till evasion. Yeah.
Okay, so then that is so Mulek and Fallinger are prone. Thaldor and Brock are not.
And I need to take do a con save.
Yeah, DC 10 because 10 is greater than half of 12.
And I have advantage because of my Warcaster feat. I think. Hold on. Yes.
Nice.
Wow, it's a good thing you have advantage.
Yeah, I don't have evasion yet, so I just took the 6 points of damage.
Okay, all right. Okay, well that is his turn. And that, even though he can't see out of the fog, that didn't have as good an effect as he would wish. So then the cultist.
Which way did the tidal wave hit us? Did it come in from the side or behind us?
It basically just conjures this wave of water and slams down on the area. And then it spreads out, and then the water just disappears.
So it didn't help our boat go faster?
No, it didn't. It didn't help the boat go faster. And it really, because of the way it slams down, it's not enough water to swamp the boat. Not a boat this size. All right. So the cultists, they're like, you can hear them start to call out, "Hold steady, no turns," and there's voices going back and forth. Aye, no turns, straight ahead. Get through this fog. And so they seem to be somewhat disciplined sailors, and are not going to crash their boats into each other, unless something turns their boats without them realizing it. And Brock, you are up.
I'm going to pull out my longbow and take a shot at this guy at the front of the ship that I saw before the fog cloud took shape.
Okay. Sounds good.
Disadvantage, right?
No. You can't see him, but he can't see you, so it's flat. As long as you're within range, it's a longbow, right? So you're within normal range.
Yeah. Is that not
Oh,
roll?
I didn't know you had a longbow.
Yeah, I borrowed it from the castle back on our route a long time ago. I can't remember.
On Tharfroom, I think, loaned it to him. 19. That's going to be a hit. So go ahead and 6 damage. Good lord, this guy is not having a good day.
He picked the wrong group to mess with.
Okay. All right. Well, 56. With that.
Oh, golly. On stream, Norton is blocking the rolls and stuff in Roll20.
Oh, fudge. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Swine pop-ups. All right. So with that hit, he is bloodied.
Ooh,
And,
God.
So he is. This is going to be there. Then we are. Whoops! I'm sorry. Wait a second. What the hell just happened? Oh, okay. You are being proactive there, Brock, and you clicked it, so I didn't need to. All right, so Thaldor, you are up.
Just going to try to take another shot at him.
Okay. Now, I'm not moving the boats because I'm saying that the relative speed is about the same, so the distance isn't closing. So that
I got to roll one more. Hold on. Because of range.
Right.
Let's see if it's worse. It was actually worse.
Yeah. So 14 is not enough to hit, or a 10 actually, because its disadvantage is not enough to hit. And you miss. Anything else, Thaldor? Or anything?
I guess I can give the help action to the crew. Tell them how to roll faster. Like, let's go. We got to move. Move that. Do this. Something just to help.
Okay. All right. Does Thaldor have any sailing in his background? Is that something I would find?
Okay. I don't think so. No.
Okay, then probably just general encouragement as opposed to trying to give them tactical advice.
There you go.
Otherwise, I might just give them disadvantage on their checks.
No, just general encouragement. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Then Mulek, you are up.
Mulek's going to stand up. He's going to go to the front of the boat again, up to Brock, and do the same thing. Launch a firebolt to the general direction, adjusting for how fast we're flowing in the water, and just shoot to where I think he's standing.
Okay.
Hoping he hasn't moved. I have no idea.
Okay. 19. You hear another, damn it! from and this guy is really having a bad day. Okay. And anything else? Okay, Fallisher, you are up.
Has this boat gotten any closer?
No, the relative speeds are about the same. I'm not going to move them on the map because it's too much of an ordeal to do all that.
Although the cloud would not be moving, so if we're moving, eventually they would pop out.
Okay, so let's do 5, 10.
Its movement's definitely bigger than that. right there.
Yeah. So we'll just say that it's there. Thank you. That's a good point, James. Thank you for. If Mulek does not have advantage, go ahead and give him advantage for that.
Inspiration. Yeah, I've actually.
Yeah. Inspiration.
Thank you.
Is that guy close enough? Oh, hold on. Let's see. Oh. Okay.
He's
A
somewhere
creature-
between 80 and
creature-
150 feet away.
Doesn't say I have to see it. It just says a creature of my choice within range.
Yeah. You know who he is, so you can choose him.
I would like to kind of point my finger out a little bit. I'll hold my short bow and I'll make it look like I'm going to shoot an arrow, and I'll guide and bolt.
Ah.
Ugh.
Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
What a waste.
that's gonna miss. And
Is that-
sorry, stream.
Hold on a second. Is that considered an attack? That's not an attack action, is it?
Guiding bolt. It's a spell attack, right?
Yeah.
So then it's an attack.
Okay. So I can't wait. That doesn't work. I can't. You can use all right. When you take the attack action.
Yeah, but you took a spell attack.
I have to take a weapon attack. Okay. Well, that's my turn. Yippee-ki-yay.
Okay. Yeah, make a ranged spell attack against the target. Yeah, there you go. And now he is up. And you hear this. You hear the. You guys hear from behind, coming from out of the fog. Or stop! Fall back! We're not going to get this one today. And you notice then that the I should wait until the end of the turn to see what you all notice. Okay, so you hear orders being echoed. Fall back. Stop oars. And then this, and then I'm going to bring this back to front. And Brock, we are up to you.
I'll fire off another shot where I think he's going to be.
Okay.
Oof, that's
wow, 25. Actually, yeah, 25. So, 4 piercing damage. Not great, but not great, but not horrible. So, just yet one more insult from the party that he could not catch. And Thaldor. Okay, Thaldor, before your turn. You see that now you noticed that the fog cloud kind of stayed in position and you moved 60 feet further away from it. You still move 60 feet further away from it. However, it just barely comes out of here. I'm going to turn this back to going straight ahead, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 60. Okay. So you are now getting much further away from your pursuers, and you are you see that they have slowed down dramatically in relation to that fog cloud. They are almost coming to a full stop now. You guys have actually been going against the current. Your captain has had his sails up, and with a favorable wind going against the current, they were rowing against the current, but now that they have stopped rowing, their forward momentum is almost completely stopped, and they will soon start drifting away from you.
I guess we don't got to take shots at them anymore. It looks like they've almost stopped.
Yeah, and you guys did hear the order to stop pursuit. Stop the order. So they looks like they are giving up the chase at the moment. You successfully bloodied this guy's nose, at least.
Who was that guy?
They're pirates. It might be worth us taking their vessel or whatever they have on board. What do you say?
You want to go back and finish it?
Should. We have them.
Are we still in combat?
Well, I guess that's going to depend. We will keep the order in case you guys decide to go back, but consider the next few minutes that you have some time. Quick question for you, Mulek. A, do you have to maintain concentration on that fog cloud? And B, how far away do you get before it either dissipates or you lose concentration on it?
That's a good question. I don't know. I do have to maintain concentration for an hour.
So it's no range after you cast it. So
yeah.
No range after you cast it. Okay, so unless something else happens, you're just going to try to maintain concentration on that fog cloud.
Yeah, I can drop it at any time, but I'm still maintaining it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because definitely, if you now do you have the ability to move it, or does it just basically move with the wind?
No, it moves with the wind. So yeah, if a wind comes through and moves it, it'll.
Okay.
Depending on the wind, I think it dissipate fast or slow.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say that
it says it lasts for an hour or until a wind of moderate or greater speed, at least 10 miles per hour, disperses it.
Okay. I am going to say that since you guys have been sailing against the current, you do have a wind behind you. So we will say that the wind is not as fast as the boats have been going, but now that they have stopped rowing, the fog cloud is going to drift to where it puts the ships out of visual range again. So you can tell that they are no longer advancing through the fog cloud. They've stopped, and the fog cloud is now drifting on the wind in the same direction that you guys are traveling.
Brock, what do you see? Oh, good. Sorry.
Throw the anchor.
Well, throw the anchor. We'll stop. How would we get to them?
The river. They're going to come to us. Throw the anchor.
No. You guys are traveling against the current. If they stop rowing, they're going to go the other way.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing on your turn, Thalor?
I took a pot shot at him, but I did say that they had stopped. But I was thinking, if you think we can get him and take over their ship, I mean, that's a pretty impressive ship.
Weak. He's hurt.
But we how many did you see before I threw up that fog cloud?
That I would know. DM, how many did I see from my distance? Well, I do have
Right,
before he
yeah.
threw the fog cloud up. I've got the goggles of Eagle Vision on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did have the goggles.
You saw, well, you could see on deck approximately 6 guys. You did see that there were at least 10 oars on each side, all being rowed. So there's the guys you can see and the guys you have evidence of because somebody has to be doing the rowing.
True. So I tell Brock and I tell Mulick and I tell Falliger, it's like, hey, okay, so there's 10 oars. If I do my math right, that's at least 20 guys. Then you've got, let's see, 6 that I saw on deck.
And then the two small boats had at least 3 guys each. So
right. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 guys total on top of the decks, 20 underneath the deck of the big guy. And yeah, that's let's see.
That's a small army. That's a small army, you guys.
It's a small army. But I mean, the guys that are rowing, I mean, if we took out the guys on top of the deck, tactically we'd have them by the balls.
I wonder if we killed their leader, and he's almost dead.
Exactly.
Yeah, but do we want to do it from the boat or from the shore?
Ooh, no, we should do it from the ship. As in, if we slow down, we'll roll right. The current will push us back into them. We could take ourselves from the ship we're on to them, let the other guys, our nice crew that's taken us this far, go away, and we'll just take over the ship.
If we toss the anchor and turn the wheel, we could do a U-turn real quick. If anyone's...
And you guys are discussing all of this, and I take it because there hasn't been any saying that you all are whispering this to each other. Captain Osner is like, his eyes are growing wider, and finally he says, "Are you mad? This is not a warship. You will not take this vessel. If you try to turn this vessel around, I will shove you in the water myself.
Captain, you can have the ship after we take it. That's your price.
You could have the big ship.
I'm a river trader. I don't want... They probably stole that from somebody else. It's probably stolen property. I don't want stolen property. I do business in Waterdeep. What do you think the Lords of Waterdeep will do to me if I will make you... stolen ship?
Hey, all said and done, I'll make you a rite of passage. You will have the ship free and clear when it's all said and done. Nobody will know the difference.
Hey guys, we got lucky with that tidal wave.
How safe is this river going to be with the pirates gone? If we leave them alive, they're just going to catch you on another day.
I agree. I think we ought to just keep on going. It's not our boat. It's his captain's boat. He was nice enough to take us up the river. And
my fog cloud gave us some protection, but we don't know what this guy could do. He just threw down a freaking tidal wave on us.
Captain, what are you going to do on your way back when we're not with you when he catches you? You think he's not going to wait?
I wanted to shoot 2 more times at this guy if we were still in initiative order. If not,
we're too far, I think.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
For longbow range, no, you're not.
Yeah, that's true. Longbow range for that.
My crossbow's not long enough to reach it, but a longbow will hit him.
Go ahead, take two pot shots. I'm gonna give them to you at disadvantage because of the range, because I think you're out of
one. Do you think
you're
you're
out
past
of short
one
range?
Longbow range is what?
You said 60 feet. That would have put him in exactly. Wait, how many feet? You said 60? Yeah, it would have put him slightly past 150, I think.
Now we're just going
to see
a crit and a critical fail.
Oh,
well, okay.
So that's one shot. If you're going to take another shot, go ahead.
He just put up an extra shot for fun.
Okay.
He's going to put his bow and arrows around.
Yeah, are we running this round of combat through? Can I take a shot or no?
Sure. And it's got to be disadvantage. So roll that attack again.
That's...
Oof.
Yeah. So,
hey man, they had arrows go whiz by them somewhere there.
Yeah, they are kind of glad for that fog cloud now, with those arrows thudding into the deck of the ship. So
if I had dropped it, you would have got a crit.
Right?
Yes. There would have been 2 hits if you had dropped the fog cloud.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
They didn't tell me to drop it, so I'm using it.
That's fair.
I'm
Okay.
using it. I'm using it as protection so they can't see where we're going or what we're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
So the Captain Osner, if you want him to accede to this, you're going to need to make, it doesn't matter what you try to tell him, you're going to need to make some mechanical persuasion checks, and those persuasion checks are going to have to be pretty darn good.
Captain, we don't stop him now. He's going to catch you on the way back. We're not with you.
Brock, it's not our fight, brother. I think we oughta. There'll be plenty of time here shortly in the next few days. I'm sure we'll get into some bullshit, and then it'll be a good fight.
Hey,
Brock's still looking at the captain, waiting for his response.
He looks at Brock and he says, "Well, they may attack. I bet 10 gold against silver that keep we passed. I bet they're operating out of that. If you really want to do something to help me and the other traders on the river, I would suggest you go investigate that keep."
How far away are we? Can we still make it?
Well, I can find a place to put in to shore. They are limping back for shore by now. I can find a place in the next half mile to let you off if you all want to go and circle back.
I don't want to storm no damn keep.
I'm not one to lead pirates on the river, Falisher.
Well, we're not the law, so it ain't our concern.
And you can scrub the deck while we take care of business. How about that?
Well, I mean, hell, I might take you up on that offer. At least I'll be alive to tell about it.
Well, I saw at least one cultist on that ship, so yeah, I think this keep is probably where they're probably utilizing this keep.
That seems about right. They all look like cultists from what I could tell. So I mean that there's something. Somebody knows something, and I imagine we might be able to find out our answers.
And they may think we're continuing onward since we haven't come back for the ship. I think if we get off here, we could possibly sneak back and gather some more information and see if we can pick off some more of these guys. Maybe question a few.
I know. We all had a feeling when we first saw that keep. We should have stopped when we saw it. We didn't. This is our second chance.
I have to agree with Brock on that one, and Mulek, Faliger. I'm sorry.
Do you want to go right now and assault the keep?
Right now.
No, I don't want to. Yeah, we're gonna be smart about it. We're not gonna go. The 4 of us, I don't think, can storm a keep, but we can. Wolverines, right?
What time of day is it, guys?
It is approximately, I guess it's a little bit afternoon. It's maybe between 1 and 2 p.m. local time. You guys know you're on the 5th day of traveling. It's the 5th of Flame Rule. You know that the next major town you're going to reach are the twin towns at the foot of the stone bridge. And your captain told you that would be 7 days. So the thing is, if you keep going, that's 2 more days up the river. Stop there, and then no telling how long it would take to backtrack over the land to get back to the keep. Or he is telling you that he could let you out, and then there's probably going to be some little podunk town between here and the Stonebridge that where he could pull up and let you off. so it might not be 2 full days. It's just a matter of what you guys want to do. If you go to Stonebridge and you're taking the tactic of, I think it's best if we report this to the authorities and get some muscle and backup and go after it. That would be one thing. If it's like, okay, we need to rest and make a plan, but then we want to go after this as quickly as we can, then you could probably find some place to put during the afternoon.
Listen, guys, these guys are pirates. Not only that, their leader's weak. He's going to be bedded down, probably healing. They're going to be drunk at night, partying. We can get the sneak surprise, and they'll be intoxicated, I'm sure. I think that's our best bet.
Well, there's still only 4 of us.
You are assuming a lot,
30
Brock.
plus.
You are assuming a lot of things.
I know I can take at least 10 of them myself, and I know most of you guys can do as well.
That's a tall order.
I don't mind going back and gathering some intel and taking advantage when we see an opening. But I don't know if I can absolutely guarantee that I'm dead set on attacking these guys before daylight tomorrow.
You saw what their leader is capable of. We give him time to heal. That's not good for us.
That's what I'm saying. If we have an opening, I don't mind taking it on him, but there's 30 plus of them.
As a spellcaster, I can assure you that's not all that guy has to offer us.
That's for sure. I second that.
I can third that, knowing spellcasters, but the thing is, I'm kind of agreeing with Brock, but I think we should do this more my way of doing it, which is we're kind of alongside Mulek's way. We gather intel, we pick off a few, we find out our information. We might find a back door into this place and might be able to get directly to the leader and then deal with business. But, we could always disguise ourselves as cultists. Again, we've done this before. It's proven to work because they're not that bright, and figure out a way to get to him, take him out, and get intel. First get intel, then take him out while he's down.
Well, this is our plan. If we've already 3 of us at least have agreed on this, then we're doing this. So, Thaldur, this is your ball game, man. You call the shots.
Let's go. Doc, put this thing in where we can get off.
Okay.
We've got to make time.
Okay, so I am going to go with the since this is the party's decision, I am going to go with a majority opinion carrying the day. What that means I need to do is I need to find town. Probably city/town. City and town names.
Hey, good shooting, by the way, guys. I think you guys are pretty good marksmen.
Mine was just blind luck there, Mulek. I don't have the range y'all's longbows have, but good spell casting. You slung that pretty far.
It's been a long time since I fired a bow. It felt pretty good, not gonna lie.
I'm not even sure I hit anything.
No, I heard him yelp a few times.
Yeah, that guy didn't sound very happy.
Okay. The captain will tell you. That there is a town that you all will reach before sundown, and it is a little town on the same side of the river as the keep, and it's called the town of Bremo. Town of Bremo is on the left-hand side of the river in the direction you all are traveling. It takes you maybe another couple of hours, and you get there.
So he can't let us off here.
Looks like a pretty strong current.
Oh, well, okay. Then I misunderstood. So yeah, he will go another maybe half mile. He will tell you as you're maneuvering. He will tell you, okay, if you really want to get off here, I can let you off here. On the bank, there's places we can put in the next mile or so. But if you want to go a couple of hours upriver, there is a town where you can get any supplies you need or any rest up or anything that you need to do before you go, and that is the town of Bremo. I'm going to need to put in there anyway because I want to report to their authorities the attack by these pirates. So I will be stopping at Bremo whether you all do or not. I will be happy to let you off before we get to Bremo if that's what you would prefer.
Well, we throw this goddamn anchor over and get off now. What's the problem?
He's going to pull over. Yeah, he's going to pull over and just let us off.
Well, the problem is, Brock,
I was in character.
There's bluffs on the side of this river in a lot of places, and these bluffs are like 50 feet high. Now there are places where that has collapsed, and there's kind of a wide beach and then a gentle slope up to the headland. But in a lot of places, it's just kind of a sheer, like sandstone type of wall. Some of it is like more hard packed dirt, but definitely not easy to climb up and get out, and not a good place to put in. So now I see a few people mentioning things in the Discord, so make sure you guys are paying attention to that. We have a couple of people saying that they might be able to use some healing potions. A couple of people talking about a rest. So.
As he's pulling over, who's needing some healing?
I think we ought to make camp once we get off, get a good long rest in, and then go up on this place at night where we have some cover.
That sounds good. We could sleep for 8 hours and still be in the middle of the night if we camp soon.
Is there a reason we need a rest? Is anybody hurt?
I only took a scratch. I'm good to go. Whatever. If we're wanting to get there at nightfall, scope the place out. We could take our time. I mean, if we scope the place out for a good day, watch what they do that night, watch what they do the next day, and then that evening take them out. Or do our plan, get a game plan together. I think that would work just as well.
I agree. We're not in a hurry.
I can heal people up if you need it. Let me know.
Appreciate that, Mulek. I'm good for the moment.
Which side was the keep on? Was it the left?
Yep, the west side.
Okay.
Don't forget your horse.
Yeah.
I definitely won't.
Yeah, let me see. I don't know if I had... okay, I'm going to do this.
I healed myself 7 hit points.
Okay, I'm going to go here. I'm going to change this to Rusty. And I am going to... Okay, so... dang it. Okay. Shit. Okay, this is what I have to do.
Before we leave, though, I tell the captain, it's like, Captain, we'll on your way back towards Waterdeep, depending on would I know how many days it's going to take him to do his round trip, Galley?
No, you guys haven't asked him, so just hang on. Don't. I need to do something here.
Not a problem.
That's just...
While you're doing that, Mulek,
Yeah, what's up?
do you think if we catch him on the way back towards Waterdeep after we do what we need to do, if we need to go back towards Waterdeep, you think we could hitch a ride with him on the way back downriver?
I'm sure he'd be willing to give us a ride. But we'd have to be able to, find him coming down the river. I don't know if that timing is going to match up just right. I'm sure there's a lot of other ships going down this river.
Let's remember why we're here. We're going north, right?
Yeah.
True. I was just thinking game plan long term.
Yeah, I don't know if there's gonna be many ships coming up and down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so now Ken,
can you fix my tokens hit points? It's at 43 while you're at it.
Okay, let me do this for everybody. I'm going to start with Falliger. Okay, so Falliger should have 43, and you took what, 6?
12.
You took 12, so that, 27. All right, so we will save that. Then I am going to go...
No, the max.
Journal. Yeah.
I still see 27 on there.
Well, that's
because you're 12 points of damage.
Yeah, you got hit.
Yeah, you see. Okay.
All right,
so-
I just threw a spider on you. It's starting to heal you up.
12 points of healing.
Watch. See, it's 27 out of 27. See?
No, it's okay. Don't touch things. Okay, I had it fixed. You just screwed it up. So you do not touch things. I have to yell at my players because they don't pay attention. They don't do what they're told. All right, so now use the selected token. Now, on the token, it is 43 out of, or it is 27 out of 43. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Did I do that? Maybe I did that wrong. Maybe I did that wrong.
I got it.
Because I think what I did, yes, that's what I did. Okay, because you guys had, okay. There we go.
So he was 45 minus 12, so he should have been 31.
No. What I had done is I had put the 43 in his current hit points and a 27 in his totals. That's what I had done. So now okay, but you're still at 27, or is he getting healed?
No, I'm fixing it. It's fine.
Okay, all right.
Well, he will eventually add 12 to his hit points.
Okay, Thalor.
Yes.
Thalor, your token currently says that your max is 33.
Correct.
What is your current max? Okay. Mulek.
Yes, mine's good. My max is 39. I'm at 34.
Okay, and Brock.
I'm perfect.
59 is your max?
Yep.
Holy cow, 59. Oh.
Okay, and...
He's a barbarian.
Ken, if you look in your journal, you should now see a character that you can control called Rusty, which is your warhorse, and so that means you can move him around and everything.
Okay.
So, Captain says, "Well, thank you all very much." And as you disembark, he turns. He says to Thaldor, he says, "Thaldor, come here, please." And
sure, what's up, Captain?
When you come over to him, he takes the 3 platinum that you had given him, and he presses it back into your hand, and he says, "You all earned your passage by defending us from those pirates. And actually, he gives you 4 platinum. He gives you 4 platinum because you had given him 4.
Right.
And,
but what I do? Yeah, that's nice that he gave it to me. And I look at him and I say, you know what, man? Here, I give him 2 platinum back. We'll call that even. You have a safe travels.
And he says, Well, thank you. You are very generous. I promise you, and he whispers this to you, kind of so his crew can't hear. I promise you, I will spend this on the crew. They will celebrate well.
Just carve my name somewhere into the ship. We'll be good. Just remember me always.
Oh, right. You are, sir.
Captain, if I may, it's not coin we need. I think you know what this means. If we defeat this crew behind you, this river will be safe. We need manpower. If you can spare any men.
I cannot spare any of my crew, but I can tell the people in the towns where I put into port that adventurers are going to attack the pirates at the keep. If you want me to.
Don't bother. Either we're going to succeed, in which case they won't be needed, or we're going to die, in which case they'll just be marching to their death. I appreciate the thought.
Yes, unfortunately, I have enough crew to man the oars and the sails, and if I don't have all of them, then we cannot sail safely.
Understood.
My apologies.
No, you're fine.
And so they all wave to you guys, and they say, "Great shooting, great use of that fog. That was kind of amazing." They say, because I don't know that they know exactly which one of you did that, but they know one of you did that. Thank you so much for saving us.
Before they depart, I'll tell the captain that we will lower the flag if we are successful, so that when he comes back, he'll know if it's safe or not.
Oh, that is wonderful. I hope to see the flag down when I come back. Thank you. All right, and so then the ship, they push off, and they raise the sails, and they make their way back up the river and out of sight. Whoops. And they don't leave the captain in the water. He goes with them. And then, of course, obviously, the guys are gone. Okay. Hey, the timing has worked out just about perfectly. We are about halfway through our session. I have 26 after the hour. Let's go ahead and take our break, and we'll come back at 35 after the hour, and we will let you guys say that you have had your rest, and we will see what you all want to do at that point.
Short rest or long rest?
That's up to you guys to decide.
Long rest.
Long rest.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put on the music, and we will be back at 35 after, and I'm going to mute myself. Chat while I go. Thank you guys in chat for hanging out with us. Hope you are enjoying the session.
Just curious, why are you guys so adamant on the long rest? No one can spell.
Yeah, I thought we were all good just doing a short rest. That's why I healed people.
Yeah, there's no reason to take a long rest. It's just a waste of time.
We're not in a hurry.
Why
And I said I needed one.
Back. He needs his spells back. Let's say Fallinger needs his spells. Fallinger, how many spell slots do you got left?
If we're gonna go into battle, I want all of them. So
That's fair.
And my bonus features.
Yeah, that makes sense. That, and I know Mulek's cast a bunch of spells and stuff, so he needs his spell slots back.
Oh no, I'm short rest. I get it all back. I'm
really.
Yeah.
And I have no healing potions, so that's not good.
Well, that's what my cure wounds is. I can heal you guys. You're full health now, right?
I forgot to pick some up. Waterdeep.
We might find some at the fort.
Waste an action and combat to chug a push, and you're probably dead anyway. So
Not really.
Bonus action.
It's a bonus.
Is he letting us do it as a bonus action?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
It's on a belt.
It's an action.
If it's on your belt pouch, he said you can access it. If it's in your pack, no.
Oh, he said we can do it as a bonus action? If we have it on our
if you
belt?
As long as it's not in like a bag of holding or something, yeah, you can use it.
A long time ago, if it's accessible, it's a bonus. If it's not, then it's an action.
Oh, I didn't realize he gave that change. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, if you have to like reach into your backpack or something to get it out and grab it, but if you click on your hip,
Yeah, if that's the case, I'm always going to have one handy. Would be dumb not to.
Also, a good point to some sort of belt pouches or bandoliers at the next shop or whatnot if we're going to hold potions.
So I say we rest up, we go in.
because we take an 8-hour rest now, it will put us at evening going in.
Yeah, right. And we can use the cover of darkness to.
I have night vision goggles.
We can assault. I'm okay with assaulting the keep if we go in at night. But if we're going to go during the day, we're just doing scouting.
Like I said, the leader was almost dead. If we rest, that means he's resting as well. Just keep that.
Well, that's fine with me.
Because the thing is, like I said, if we find some magic back door into this place and we can get directly to him, then taking him out wouldn't be a big deal. Because if we do it out of combat, I could poison him. I could do all sorts of things.
You guys are thinking too far deep into this. These are a bunch of brigands and pirates. I could take 10, 15 of them myself. This is
but
not,
here's the deal. We took a vote weeks and weeks and weeks ago, and we had a conversation about it. Like, Fallinger is kind of the leader of the group. Now, obviously, we're going to take votes, right? But he's kind of like using his wisdom to say, hey, we're not in a hurry. Let's use darkness to aid us in our stealth and our concealment and see what we're getting into.
a few gaps with that thing. For one, you don't announce yourself as a leader. You act as the leader.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you are the only
I'm talking about for roleplay purposes.
You're the only one that didn't vote to go on this attack. So the fact that you're telling us how to do it kind of seems awkward.
Well, because we had two options. We could keep going north and keep following the culted thing, or we could stop with this keep. I think just following more of a storyline made more sense. That's all.
More of a storyline. I mean, this is the story.
Yeah, we were attacked by pirates, and we figured out we were in the keep, most likely.
Well, and they were cultists.
We don't. Yeah, but we don't. We didn't know that.
Now we do.
Until I could see them.
Yeah, they were. I think they were wearing cultist clothing.
Did he tell you a symbol? I don't remember him saying anything about.
Recall correctly, in that engagement we were just in, the captain said that they were most likely taking place in the keep that we passed. That's what turned us around and made us think, hey, we're going to go attack that keep now. That's the whole reason why we're off the ship at this point.
Makes sense to me. I mean, logic. If I knew they were cultists because I could see them, and we know we couldn't, none of us could identify the crest on the keep.
Yeah.
We knew they were heading north. We knew the cult was heading north. This is north of Waterdeep. Could they be using this as a staging area to move further north? We
were suspicious of that as we passed it. We ignored it, but then the captain...
I understand all that, but Brock as a character was saying, let's stop and go back and continue the fight. And I'm like, that's what I was really ultimately against.
That's exactly why I'm pushing this. Like, don't be confused. This is Brock. Like, that's who Brock is, right? He sees
right, and Fallinger is trying to talk him down. Yeah,
and Fallinger's trying to be the voice of reason.
Brock's like, no, fuck that. Let's go kill some bitches. Basically,
yeah. Fallinger's trying to be a leader, and Brock's just like, I want blood.
And Flicker sitting in the middle, like,
Basically, what I'm trying to say is, when I'm voicing my opinion, Fallinger, don't take it personally. This is like me speaking.
Oh, I'm not.
This is me speaking through Brock. Like, Brock is like.
I'm considering taking the Inspire Leader feat because that's like we get temporary hit points from my level and my charisma modifier total.
That could be amazing.
Yeah, that could be very good for you. But what I'm trying to say is basically, Brock.
I might not get it to level 8 or more. I don't know. It may not be worth it to get higher level.
It's worth it if you have good charisma. What's your charisma?
It's gonna be 20 by the time I'm done.
inspiring leader, especially considering your character's like everything. Like that's perfect for you, and it will be very beneficial. There's also a spell.
I took Warcaster though, so
What's the spell? I can't think of the name of it, but it kind of does the same thing, but not as powerful. But the great thing about inspiring leader file is you can use that as RP if we're sitting on the campfire. You don't just mechanically give us like HP. You can actually tell a story about how, you know.
I'm just in a bind.
I must have forgot where we made Falliser the leader. I thought we made him the face, but I didn't realize he was our...
No, that's what I was referring to. Like, we had a conversation about how, like who's going to be more of the party face and whatever, and then we kind of discussed it, and then we decided that you guys were totally fine with me doing it.
Right, so there's a difference between being a face and being the leader.
Right.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, we're talking about being a leader, being the party's face, and that's what a leader does. He's like the party's face.
Either way, again, I'm speaking through my character. Brock, if you read his background, you weren't here for the first session, so maybe you're not aware, but Brock is not going to take lightly to that. You're going to have to win him over, I guess. So,
fine.
This is me. I'm going to be hard on you, and don't take it personally. This is
God, I hate this music. Trying to talk to you guys, and then
I mute that shit.
You can turn it down.
Yeah, just
how?
Go to the gear on Roll20. Click on the gear, and at the very top it says Master Music Volume. Just turn it down.
Oh, okay. Ooh, turn. Okay, good. Thanks. Yeah. The problem I'm finding myself is I'm stuck at Charisma 19, so I got to get an extra point in that, and then I want to get my Constitution at 20.
Well, 19 is still good. I mean,
you have another skill that's at an odd number, because then you can just take an ability score improvement and do both of them at the same time.
I got all my scores where I want them. I just want to get my Charisma to 20, and my Constitution 16 right now. I want to get that to 20.
Well, that's your 2, right?
From my experience,
it's
it's always more worth it to take feats over your skill improvements. So, from my perspective, I'd say just keep your skills.
Well, it's not for a bard.
I mean, yeah, it is always feats. You get more. You always get more out of feats, bro.
Your main stat is your spell save DC. It's always primary.
But you're looking at just a +1. Like,
still makes a difference.
You're going to get way more out of feats. Trust me.
Hey, everybody. Didn't hear all the conversation, but number one rule is we always let players play their character how they want to play them. We don't try to suggest optimization for other players unless they specifically ask. That is one thing. Other thing, I did hear a little bit of a discussion, and let's talk a little bit about the difference between a leader and a face. If you guys may not be old enough to remember unless you watched it on TV Land or on Hulu or something like that. But the old 1980s TV series, The A-Team, where the George Papard character, the Colonel, there was no doubt that the Colonel was the leader of that group. He was the one that planned all the missions and did the strategic planning and everything. But then the Dirk Benedict character, I forget what the character's name was, but
Face.
I remember as the actor.
He was literally the face.
He was literally the face, which means he was the one that goes and schmoozes when they need something. He schmoozes the people that need to be schmoozed. He doesn't do the strategic planning. He is the one that kind of gets the best deals because he can be charismatic and stuff like that. So if people are throwing around terms, we need to be on the same page. And that's what a face is. A face is the person who's charismatic and can kind of bluff, fast talk, make deals, do those types of things. Whereas if there is a leader, that is the person that makes kind of the strategic decisions for the group. I prefer in the group that we don't have, Mary and her three little lambs. We don't have one character that decides, well, we're going to do this, and everybody else just goes along. I prefer that if there's a decision point, that you all talk about it, and as soon as we get to a point where three people agree, even if the fourth person doesn't agree, sorry, you're outruled. The party is doing this,
Exactly.
and then everybody just accepts it and goes along with it.
Yeah, I think we have a clear understanding.
Yeah. So, all right. So that is just that. Now, having said all of that, and having done a rest, did you guys determine? I know there's a few spellcasters who have used up some spells. So did we decide we are going to take a long rest to recover those spells? There's apparently we can mitigate the injuries relatively easily, but those may not come back on a short rest. So what did we want to do in terms of a rest?
So again, Mulek's good to go. But
Rock's good to go.
I look at Fallinger and know what he needs to do, and I'm just thinking that we need to take a rest so that he can get his spells back. That's meta. Recover his abilities.
If we start moving now, we're not. I mean, we could still start moving and get a little bit closer to where we think we're going, and then rest. I'm not saying we need to go in guns a-blazing right now.
I agree.
We don't know. I would like to just start moving towards where we saw that ship stop to see if we can see them getting off the ship. I don't know if we're even going to be able to see them. Maybe they're not going all the way back to the keep. If we're able to get eyes on, that would be what I would recommend. But yeah, if we're not prepared to fight right now, we don't fight. But at least let's see if we can get some intel.
I agree with that. At least if we do that, then the people that don't need a rest can actually keep a watch and, take notice of patrols and whatnot, so we have more intel.
I mean, we're really close to the keep, aren't we? Aren't we literally like a mile away or less?
You're probably a mile to a mile and a half away. Yeah, because the ship was moving when you passed it, and you had a long discussion with the captain before you noticed the pirates. So I'll say maybe you got as much as 2 miles upriver from the keep by the time between the attack and now the time he left you off. So you probably were gone a mile and a half by the time they started attacking you, and then you went a little further before he put in, because clearly those guys had turned around and were drifting back. So it wasn't a case that you were going to be in particular danger from them. So let me go do this, and let me do this. Does this work? Please tell me this works. This does not work.
Fallinger made his point. He said that he thinks it'd be wise to wait till night. We're here. It's a good spot to rest. Yeah. We'd be good to go. If you guys want to go ahead and scout, that's fine, but he wants to make sure he goes into battle 100%.
Okay. I'll stay with Fallinger.
Gentlemen, I am staying on Discord, but I need to drop. DM Galabon needs to drop from Roll20 for a moment because there's an art asset I need to add to the game, and the only way I can add it is by leaving the game, adding it, and then coming back into the game. So
that's fine, Golly.
Yeah,
take care of business.
So I will do that. Please keep discussing so we don't.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know if we need to split the party. I mean, Fallinger, yeah, I mean, all we're talking about here is walking in these, getting some cover in these woods, by the shoreline and seeing if we can see where the ships are going.
Listen, fellas, maybe this is a way that you might understand better. Pick yourself up by your bootstraps. We're going to move forward. We're going to camp outside the keep to where we can keep watch while you're resting. I understand you have to rest, but you have to understand that we need intel. We're going to be sitting around for 8 hours. Simple.
Well, I mean, how do you know we're not going to get spotted if we get much closer to the keep?
They're not going to see me before I see them. I promise you that.
They might see me.
I promise you that. They're not.
I'll take point. Look, I'll take point. They won't be able to see me. I'll take point.
Brock,
All right. If we can safely get to where we can bed down and take a rest without getting into combat or further bullshit, I'm all right with it.
Give me a second.
I can use Casper to give us sort of a, see if what he can see to help kind of guide us to see if we can see the ships and alert us if.
Brother, we've been traveling for a while together. Do you not know the 3 people that are standing next to you? I'm a half-orc. This man here is a ninja. This guy here is a tinkerer.
Ninja.
You got a bird that can fly overhead. There's literally no way they're going to sneak up on us. I promise you that. But, again, if we're going to bed down for 8 hours, we might as well do it outside their keep so that we can gain intel while you're resting.
And while we're standing here, I reach into my bag and I pull out a ball and I throw it on the ground. Oh, where did it go? It didn't show up. There it is. Say hello to Maverick. Maverick. Wait, why are there 2 of them now? Maverick, protect this guy.
That's a big dog.
His name's Falliger. This is my giant hyena, guys. His name's Maverick.
Hell yeah.
He's gonna join us for the rest of the day.
Looks a boss.
Yeah, he does. I was going to say also too, he probably has a good sense of smell. So that is pretty good.
Yeah.
Falliger mounts Rusty, and he just starts walking down the beach, he's just going towards the keep where we're.
Let's go then.
Find a place to rest.
Okay.
I'm taking point for that because not only do I have the goggles best for the perception rolls, I have advantage because the eagle goggles, but my stealth is pretty high meta, but my stealth is pretty good. So I'd be able to see somebody before they see us.
Did we count this whole time getting off and talking here as a short rest?
Sure, we can.
I mean, it would have only taken a couple of minutes to talk about.
Well, we sailed up a bit and then we got off. But I'm just saying, do we need to do a short rest or no?
Careful, James, because if we do that, that's a waste of one.
That's fine.
We don't want to do that.
I didn't know if we were counting if there was enough time, but I guess it's an hour, so never mind.
Yeah. Well, no. You guys were doing a lot of debating. So I said before the break we're counting that as your rest. So you guys decided to do a short rest. So that has passed.
No.
You've been standing by the river taking a short rest. Now you are ready to move out.
We were going to do a long rest, but they wanted to get closer to the keep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
We didn't want to waste time.
Okay. Then
So we didn't do a short rest.
You didn't do a short rest yet.
Yep.
Okay. Let me do.
So I'm saying fiddlesticks, and I'm doing something here. Gaining slot back here. All right, let's move out.
Let's do creatures and monsters.
Okay. I'll make a perception check.
Yeah. So I guess we just safe to say if we find a spot.
Okay. As you guys are,
I've got Casper up too. I don't know if you were on when I.
I rolled 21 twice. There you go.
Just for my curiosity, does Casper have dark vision?
Yes.
120 or 60?
I think it is. It's 120.
This is me as a player asking. Obviously, Brock doesn't know that, but yeah, good to know.
It's 120.
Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to say.
Dang, I didn't think about it, but if I'd have bought a potion of night vision and then took and put the goggles on, I could see it 120 feet at night.
Okay, do this, and I'm gonna.
That'd have been interesting. That was Mike, not Thalor, but that'd been interesting mechanic.
Yeah. Potions are pretty cheap. We can work that around, get that to happen.
Okay,
Yep.
so let me go here. Sorry, guys, I'm.
Oh my goodness, the ships are right there.
Okay.
Just kidding.
I know there's a way to do that on here. Hold on.
Wait, why is Brock swimming in the river towards that boat? What's he doing?
He's got his big blacks in his mouth swimming towards the boat. I'm going to get him.
B.A. Baracus, get back here.
Oh, I'm right here. What? I'm right behind you. Did you see me in the river?
What?
You see me in the river?
No, I was just making a joke.
He's just joking.
Dude, Brock would. Brock's so thirsty.
Okay.
Swear to God, bro. You guys don't realize how tough he is. You're going to find out, though.
That's funny, though. Wait, he's got a dagger in his mouth. What's he doing?
He's going.
Wait,
Fish.
is that his battle axe? Kong sitting to the side of the boat and starts climbing up with it.
I was going to say that, like, literally when we were in that fight, I was going to jump overboard and slap my axe into the side of the ship and climb up like a Viking.
Hey.
The ship is
See
sinking.
Brock doing it.
Like, bro, like Brock is OP, to be honest with you, straight up as a player. Like, Brock is shit.
Shots, but God damn.
Brock's going to get humbled at some point.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Horrible.
It's going to happen, but the wake that he lays in front of him, like you're going to pick it up very easily. So even if he dies, you guys are going to be alive. So it's all good.
Okay. So
You got another character in mind already, don't you?
Wesley's
Like 20.
Wesley's character was OP.
Like 20.
I had like
Wait,
8.
No,
He
bro.
had like 18
No.
all the way across the board.
His stats were OP, but again, going back to the ability scores, bro, if you talk about 1 or 2 points, like that's not going to make a difference in the scheme of things.
Okay, let us do this and then.
Whatever. I just got to earn some money to pay Thaldor back. I owe him a bunch of money.
Okay. You guys travel a little way, and then you notice a person wearing a cowl and a robe, very much earth tones, all that kind of stuff, steps out from some trees ahead of you, unarmed, shows you his hands. You presume it's a he. The cowl is kind of deep. You can't really see features on the face very well. Shows you his hands. Shows you that they are empty. Has a cudgel in a, hooked into his belt. And he says, "Greetings, travelers." And
What is your business here?
Brock says 120 feet away.
Are we actually moving?
I presume that you guys are.
Yeah,
That you're moving
yeah.
down the beach, or down the edge of the river. And he says, "Oh, my business here is to give you warning. You are approaching a very dangerous keep. It is being held by an evil cult that is committing acts of piracy on the river. They are most serious. My brothers and I are have been scouting their keep, and we wish to bring you warning so that you can safely navigate around it, and you will not come to any harm."
You misunderstand our meaning here. First of all, do you know if it's the cult of the dragon? Have you heard of such cult?
Cult of the dragon. Cult of the dragon. No, I do not. I do not know. I do not know this cult of the dragon. This cult calls themselves the cult of the crushing wave. They worship the forces of evil elemental water. They are pirates and brigands. They seek to cause all kinds of mayhem, and I fear that their ultimate goal may be to raise a tidal wave that will wash away boats on the river, or wash away even towns by the side of the river. Perhaps they might try to harm the stone bridge itself, or if they're allowed to go so far downriver, they may even try to assault Waterdeep.
Relax.
They're very dangerous.
Relax, brother. Ready to take. Go ahead, Ken.
And what cult do they go by? What name?
As I said, they call themselves the Crushing Wave. The cult of the Crushing Wave. They are an evil sort. I am from the order. The Circle of the Scarlet Moon. The Druids of my order. We are trying to stop this cult, and we are a scouting party sent by our elder, Elazar Dryflagon.
What is your name, Druid?
My name? Oh, my name is unimportant, but you can call me, you can call me Al. No.
Gally, remember the new NPC channel we made in Discord?
Yeah, I'm also relying on you guys to, when I put stuff in, you guys can copy it over.
Sorry, you said that your leader's name is Elazar. What was the last?
Elazar Dryflagon. I'll put his name in there. I want to, dry and then flagon, like a flagon of whiskey.
Dry flagon. It sounds terrible.
Sounds like somebody who doesn't drink, like us.
Do you have any words of wisdom for us?
Well, if you wish a place of safety, we are almost done scouting this keep, and we are headed back to Scarlet Moon Hall. You can accompany us, and you are welcome to spend some time with us if you wish.
Wow.
We we are planning an assault on this keep.
We
And
are
if you-
doing the same, Al.
Oh, you are? Well,
We don't have time to waste.
but you can join us. You can join our holy cause, and we can.
Their leader is hurt at the moment.
We're gonna take a rest because our party member here is weak and he needs to take a rest. He's an old man. We're gonna rest for 8 hours. You should spend that traveling to your people. Get them to meet up with us. We're gonna attack soon. But beyond that, can I ask you a question? Have you noticed a large caravan heading north?
A caravan?
Yeah.
No. You mean on the trade road?
Correct.
No, I have not, in fact. There we go. Let us see what would. There we go. Aha. He. Okay, so he calls himself. Where's the stupid thing? Here's the stupid thing. Okay. The druid gives his name as Miori, and his leader's name is Elazar Dryflagon. Their order is the Order of, or the Circle of the Scarlet Moon.
Listen to me,
All right, there we go.
there's a caravan heading north. They're in the works of. They work for Tiamat, the dragon. If you've heard of her.
Tiamat. Oh, God save us all.
Yes, very sinister things being involved. But they are heading north with a large hoard of treasure that they mean to gain Tiamat's power. We were on their heels, but we overcame this keep here, and we think that there might be some cultists in cahoots with them that are taking place and holding this keep here. So we had backtracked. We intend to attack it again. We're going to rest for 8 hours. I suggest you meet back with your people, let them know the news I've given you, and you meet back with us and storm this castle. Yes.
Oh, well.
Wait, don't let our big friend here too overzealous. We first need to gather some more intel on this keep. I understand the importance of, making, speedy.
Well,
actions.
you are welcome. You are welcome to come to our camp, and if we decide that we must return to our people, as you say, we can leave a tent and the fire for you, so you can rest. But come, we should talk to my other brothers that are part of this patrol.
Can I roll an insight on his intentions?
You sure can.
Guidance myself, because why not?
Okay.
Ugh, forgot I have to roll.
Okay.
So
Falliger has an 11, and Thaldor has a 16. Okay. Well, here's Falliger. You think he's completely on the level. Thaldor, you believe him when he says that he is he and his circle are opposed to the crushing wave cult. That seems 100% above board and earnest. He is hiding something, but you're not sure what he's hiding. But he hasn't told you anything false in that they are you believe that they actually have been here scouting in preparation for an attack by their circle against this cult. That much
Okay.
seems honest.
I'm trying to think how to word this. Ow. What is your intentions after you clean the keep out, or you get these people out of the keep? What are your intentions?
Well, we of course would try to see if there were any living owners of this keep and turn it back to them if they are. If not, we may perhaps set up a training or study center of our own. Here we could help to protect the river instead of pirating on the river like these dreadful cultists are doing.
Your people don't seem like the kind that would take hold in a brick and mortar keep. What am I missing here?
Well, we druids, we do. Most of us do spend our time out in the wilderness, but there are dangers all around. And as you say, if there is a cult that is loyal to Tiamat, perhaps they are in league with these evil cultists of the crushing wave.
I
Would that
rolled
not be just like them?
I rolled a religion on to see what I know about his order. The Scarlet is it Scarlet Moon?
Circle of the
Scarlet Moon. Yeah, to see what I would know about them.
You haven't ever heard of the Circle of the Scarlet Moon.
Wow.
Can I roll? Is there like a nature or survival check? Maybe that could be similar to that religion check.
It would probably be a religion check because you're trying to know whether you've heard of a religious order.
I'll roll religion because I'm curious.
I think, yeah.
Guys, I've done some research. I've never heard of the Order of the Scarlet Moon. I've never heard of this sect before of Druids. And I've done a lot of research.
And okay, go ahead, Falliger.
Now, you said that you've been scouting this keep for some time. You're about done. What can you tell us about it? Have you found any secret ways in, or just what information can you help us with?
Secret ways in? No, I cannot help you with that. But I can tell you that there is an entry from the river, which is a gate. There is a natural cove of sorts that has had some walls constructed around it. Those walls are. Oh, you all know that. Well, then, so did you see it from the river?
I'm asking you, is it iron or lumber, the gate?
Oh. Actually, there is not a gate on the river. They use a chain instead. It is a chain that they can lower down to allow boats to safely travel in and out of the cove, or they can raise that chain up and block boats or cut out the heels of boat or destroy the keels of boats if they try to sail over it.
And the chain's not holding a iron or lumber gate, correct?
No.
Interesting.
Both iron and lumber would rot, or iron would rust and lumber would rot in the river water. So a chain that is thick and old, and I presume maybe they have repaired it, but it has been here. This place looks like it has been here for a long time. So that is from the riverside. But from the land side, there is actually a small wall and a couple of short towers, and there is a gate and a gatehouse that you can enter. But
Man, they're towers.
as far as we have been able to see, there are no breaches in the wall. They have done some repairs. In places where the wall had crumbled, they have built it back up. So the wall is in fairly good repair.
To man their towers.
Do they man their towers? They do have guards that we have seen. I do not know an exact count. Perhaps one of my brothers does. Come, share our campfire. Let's tell you what we have learned.
How far away from the keep do we believe that we're at from right here? About how far do we think we are?
Are you asking him, or are you asking?
Oh, asking the DM.
You guys have probably walked maybe 20 minutes from where you disembarked. So average walking speed, you've probably walked close to a mile. So maybe you're within maybe a mile and a half of the keep.
So while they were having the discussion, I would have walked over to Maverick and I would have said, "Protect me." Actually, no, never mind. I would have just stood next to Maverick, and then I would have commanded Casper to go up and fly about a half mile up, and then come back and report to see if he was able to see where the ships. If he was able to, first of all, if he's able to see the ships still, and or where he saw, if he did see the ships, what they're doing or where they're going.
Okay. So this happens. You go, and yes, Casper comes back, and he relays by however he communicates with you. He relays that he saw the 3 ships that were tailing you. They indeed did pull into the cove where you saw that keep. So they have they are in the process of docking there.
Okay. Brock, those 3 ships are returning as we speak to the keep.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the advantage that we had is lost with the rest that we intend to take. I suggest we follow this man and rest at his campsite, maybe gain an ally. I think that's our best course of action.
I don't think we need any allies.
You need to rest over one spell, so I think that maybe we should.
Oh, I mean, I can rest here just fine without following some other follower of a religious order that I know nothing about.
A friend of an enemy is a friend, you know what I'm saying? If they plan to attack this keep, the more the help, the better, as far as I'm concerned.
I go whisper in Brock's ear. I kind of nonchalantly just look over, whisper and say, "I know nothing of this group. I've done extensive research into a lot of different religions. I know nothing, and I don't want to be going into a place where I know nothing about, and then they can ambush us.
I understand and I agree. I'll stay up all night. I'll watch over you guys while we need to rest. Again, a friend of an enemy is a friend. If they intend to attack this keep and we intend to do the same, then that's just help.
Why do we keep trying to deviate from our original goals every damn 20 minutes?
You needed to take a rest, old man.
No, first it was we were going to rest. You guys were going to scout the keep. Now you want to go with these people. Like, come on now.
I was ready to attack, and then you said you needed to take a nap, so kind of halted us.
Hey guys, settle down. That's all. Let's all take a little chill here. I think we're all been under a little bit of pressure and stress the last couple of days. And Mulek's gonna look over to this druid and what can you do for us that we can trust you to go into your camp? How can we trust who you are or feel safe with you?
Well, I see some of you have some minor wounds. We can offer some healing. We of course have good berries that we can offer you. A single berry will keep you nourished for a full day. and will provide a little bit of aid in healing while you rest. There is, we can certainly do that. And we have the hospitality of our fire, and if you are hungry, we can offer you a meal.
How many druids are in your camp?
There are, all told, in my camp, including myself, there are 3 brothers, and there are 6 guards that are acolytes that are with us. They are men who have chosen to follow the circle of the sacred flame, but they have not yet done the rituals to become druids, so they still hold to their soldier ways, and they have offered to come with us as guards of a sort.
In this circle of scarlet moon that you speak of, what are your ideals?
Well, we oppose all that is evil, and we venerate the forces of light. The sun should be free to shine down its goodness, its warmth on everything. And we venerate the powers of nature, and those powers that draw their strength from the celestial bodies of the sun and the moon.
And this is something that you believe and follow?
Why, yes. You are welcome to be our guest at our camp. One of my other brothers is more eloquent of tongue than I, and can offer you some of the tenets of our faith. Or if you are intrigued and believe that perhaps the advantage you thought you had is squandered, if you come back with us to Scarlet Moon Hall, you can see Elazar Dryflag, and then he can tell you more of our circle and its purpose, and perhaps you can join us when we make our assault against the
with my insight
crashing wave.
With my insight of 17, does that tell me anything about whether this druid's being truthful or hiding anything?
As far as what they believe, he is telling you partial truth.
I mean, so they told me, so this is what I'm thinking. I asked what the ideals were, and it sounds all good. And then I asked, do you follow these ideals? As you know, it sounds like fighting for good. Do I get that insight?
He is fully devoted to this brotherhood.
But believes in doing good, right? Like, okay.
Listen now.
The ideals, like the ideals that you told me.
Okay, I think you're asking a little bit of the wrong question, or at least I'm going to answer your question a different way. When he tells you the ideals, you feel like he's telling you a half truth of the ideals. And when you ask if he follows the circle, oh yes, he is very fervently behind the circle. So he's telling you half truths about what they believe, but yes, he is fully devoted to this group.
All right.
Listen now. My group here, we're pretty worldly. We've all come from different places, different walks of life. We agree on one thing, I think. You're holding something back.
Well, we have only just met. Come, share our fire and be refreshed.
You tell us what
As
we
we
want to
get to
know.
know.
You tell us what you're not telling us now, here and now, and we will follow you. If you don't, Brock just shake his head.
Well, my friends, if you wish to go get yourselves killed by throwing yourselves at the keep, I will not stop you.
We
And
want
I will not raise a hand in violence against you. And I hope you would show me, a simple druid, the same respect.
what we want is to trust you, but we're no fools. We know you're holding something back. You're not telling us something.
And Brock rolled a 21.
Yeah, standing next to him when that happened, so I figured I'd roll too.
He looks around and he says, "Look, the crushing wave are an abomination." And now when he starts to talk, you get a sense that he has a really good understanding of who the crushing wave is and what they are all about. And they are an abomination. They would see the forces of elemental water rise up and flood the cities, flood the croplands, tidal waves into Waterdeep, into Baldur's Gate. Is that what you want? Do you want this? This is the kind of danger that the crushing wave cult represents, and only we who are in the circle of the Scarlet Moon can stand between them and their mad schemes. Now, if you want help, I suggest you come with us. You meet our leader, Elazar Dryflagon. We plan together how our forces and you can assault this keep. And please share what you know of this draconic cult. That sounds exactly like the kind of allies that the crushing wave would seek out.
Now, see,
I beg of you.
Was that so hard? You should have led with that, friend. And he claps him on the shoulder. That's all we needed to hear. See,
I've heard enough. I think after listening to this, we'll follow you, old man. We need all the help we can take, and we do need some rest. And I do like the idea of getting some more information on this keep and its members and how to best get our job done.
Let me ask you this. If I were to tell you that their leader was half dead, would you think that us here could storm that castle and finish the job?
I believe that they have too many spellcasters and too many well-armed men. You see, they may be crazy, but they are not foolish. They venerate. Hold on here. I need to do this. They venerate. Where are they? Here we go. I want to make sure I have the correct name here. Yes, okay, I did have the correct name. They venerate Olhydra. Do you know who Olhydra is? Olhydra is the prince of evil elemental water. He is a lord in the plane of elemental water. And that is who they venerate, and that is who they draw the source of their magic from. They are not to be underestimated.
I mean, you speak a lot of fancy words. Yeah, he drew up a nice pretty little tidal wave. It didn't do much but hurt the old man behind me. But if you say so, we'll follow you, talk to your people.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yes, you, Elazar can tell you all about the dangers of this cult. And let me go ahead and give you guys that name. The Prince of Evil Elemental Water is all Hydra. That is who he what he says. I'm going to grab your. Well, I'm not going to grab. I'm going to copy your tokens over here, and I'm going to just get this guy off the map here for a moment. Copy your tokens over here, and the whole menagerie as well, and your little dog too. And then I'm going to go to this, and I'm going to put you. Hopefully, you don't appear in the fire. Good, you didn't appear in the fire. All right, but now you are in. He leads you back to their camp, and this is just a generic Roll20 map, so it has a whole lot more tents than their actual camp does. But there's a couple of just consider there's a couple of round tents that are around the fire, and there's a couple of horses hobbled over near the stones nearby. But you can ignore most of the tents on here.
We don't see him yet.
Oh, you don't? Oh, that's right. That's right, because I haven't moved the ribbon. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Now, let me go ahead and zoom this in a little bit. Okay, so you see the 3 druids you see up here, and then you see the guards over here. Now, the guards and the druids that were not with you, they kind of get taken aback when Maverick comes walking in. But then they notice that Mulek is right beside him, and they notice that you all are being led by their friend, and that there's, everybody seems to be in a friendly mood. So there's no movement to hostilities, but there is kind of that initial, sort of gasp when they see the giant hyena coming out of the woods. And he says, brothers, guards, I have met friends. They are of a like mind with us when it comes to the cult of the crushing wave. I sought to warn them about the keep. Turns out they were attempting to attack because they thought that the leader was injured. And then one of the other druids says, "Oh, you thought their leader injured. Which leader? Which leader do you speak of?"
We do not think we know. He was bleeding out on the front of his ship that he chased us on.
Oh.
Mulek holds his hand up. Hold on, Brock. We don't know if that was the leader.
Maybe not. It's one of them.
And Falasier goes over by the fire and starts drying out.
Yeah, and the second druid, we are going to say This second druid is, he calls himself, oh, come on. He calls himself a Cain. Second druid is called. He says, "Oh, if you saw one on a boat, it can only be one man. Tell me, barnacles covering him, claw for one hand, large trident in the other."
Brad gives the best account he can of what he saw.
Well, he's just
I would
basically
remember.
asking. He was basically asking for a yes or no. He gives a description of the leader.
Yeah, if that matches, I say yes. If it doesn't match.
Would I know if that matches?
Oh yeah, that matches. That's that.
It was him.
And he says, I thought as much. Gar Shatterkeel is his name. And that trident is no ordinary trident. That trident has a name. It's called Drown. It is a weapon that has a long history in the Forgotten Realms. And everyone who wields it is a master of evil. Shatterkeel is a broken and twisted man, but do not let his disfigurement deceive you. He is an extremely powerful spellcaster. If he attacked you, you are lucky to be alive.
That their leader, is it not?
He is but one of their leaders. He answers to who does he answer to? All right. He answers to the where is okay? I'm gonna have to learn all of these names now.
Putting you to the test.
Yeah, exactly. Thank goodness we have. Okay, glyph of wording, and there's that, and there's that.
Hey, Thaldor, did he say that trident was called Drown or Drowned?
Sound like he said drowned.
Yeah. You thinking that guy actually looked drowned?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking just visually and the way he described what the trident does. I'm thinking it corrupted him. He was probably already a spellcaster of some sort, and when he grabbed it, the power that's imbued within it corrupted his body. Would seem like what I would just think. And it's just, yeah, it's got power, but if we were to get it, we'd have to destroy it. There's no way any of us could touch it.
I think we would have sell it on the market on this side of the world. We make a pretty penny.
No.
Then we would create another evil.
Right. It's trapped within it.
Monstrosity.
He tells you that Shatterkeel reports to Thaluna Ma, who is the leader of the cult. But okay, Druids tell you that is the leader of the cult of the Crushing Wave. But they also say that cultists they have captured and interrogated reveal that there is something of a power struggle. Shatterkeel is the kind of the pet of the Luna Ma, but there is another very powerful priest. Another powerful priest in the crushing wave that opposes the Luna Ma, and the prisoners they have interrogated say that they have, that they think Luna Ma, her hold over the entire cult is tenuous at best. Most people follow her because they are afraid of Gar Shatterkeel. But if somebody were to help Morboth, that could cause a fracture or a split within the cult and weaken them and make them easier to defeat by an opposing force. So they give you kind of an indication that there may be fault lines, so that if you guys do decide you want to attack this, there's the good old just storm the gates and try to kill everything in sight, and then there's also a potential way of weakening the cult from by following the fault lines of power. And then I did not put in this guy's name. Keel is the pirate guy that attacked you on the river.
Well, it sounds like if we had been successful, created. It's too bad.
Well, if you indeed did bloody Gar Shatterkeel, then it is a pity that you were not able to finish him, because yes, if he had fallen, that would weaken the Luna Ma, and the cult might start to fight among themselves, which would make them much easier to attack from the outside.
Sounds like that's a strategy we should keep moving forward.
Oh, we can definitely take this information to Elazar Dryflagon. Now, friends, you are under no obligation to travel with us when we move on, but we're finishing up our scouting here, and we intend that to rest the rest of the day, and then by night begin to travel back towards Scarlet Moon Hall. Traveling at night under the stars is more relaxing, and is you're less prone to the prying eyes of your enemy if you can travel at night. And in this season, there's enough moonlight and starlight that we can see where we are going. If we get back in time, we will be in time for the big celebration. There is a celebration at midsummer called the Wicker Man, and Elazar Dryflagon is planning an especially big celebration this year. It will be a joyous occasion if we can get back in time. I know that other groups of our order are gathering from all across the Sword Coast and coming together at Scarlet Moon Hall for this. Perhaps after we have the celebration, we can celebrate storming this keep and putting paid to the cult of the Crushing Wave once and for all.
How far away is this place you're speaking of?
Oh, it is but a 10-day walk.
Which direction?
He points roughly to the where are we? Okay, is this the one that has the whole thing? Yes, it is. Okay. He points almost due west. Wait a minute. What is the? Is there a? Oh, no, wait. It's not. It's not nearly that far. Okay. You ask how. You ask how far it is. It's
How far in which direction?
It's to the west, and it is less than one night's march. It's approximately. Yeah, it's probably like a 2 or 3 hour walk.
So let me get this straight out of character.
Yeah.
They want us to go back to their main place so we can have a festival and then come back here and assault the keep.
Well, they are planning to go back to their main place and have a festival and then assault the keep. They're inviting you to come with them. They also, since you have intelligence, that perhaps this cult is allied with a cult that is loyal to Tiamat, then maybe there's something going on that would be good for their leader to know about. Perhaps they could help you with the cult you're fighting. Perhaps you could help them with the cult they're fighting. You guys might be allies, tackling two different parts of the same problem. Who knows?
Speaking of Tiamat, your friend here, Al, mentioned that you didn't notice a large caravan heading north. How is that possible?
Well, when would you? Well, first of all, the main road is. Let me count hexes here. Main road. The main road is 2 days to the west of us, over the hills. So we would not be able to see a caravan if it were on the main road. Secondly, if you have been traveling by river, you probably have made faster time than the caravans do. Most of the caravans on the road travel at the speed of oxen, and
Then
if
I
you
would
were on,
suggest that you set up roadblocks or at least scouts all along the roads because they are heading north.
So we would expect to see a large caravan of.
I don't know how large, but a caravan nonetheless. They're taking treasure to Tiamat herself. Yes.
Oh my goodness!
That cannot happen.
No. On that we are agreed. Yes, we should. If you can come with us, I would urge you to share this news in person with Elazar Dryflagon. If you cannot come with us, then please give us as much detail as you can, and we will take the news back. If you know things like where they were leaving from, if you have any idea where they are bound, you seem to know that they are on the road north. Whether they would come up as far as Red Larch or Westbridge, that would be very helpful to know. Those types of things would be.
Well, I never count myself past the next battle, and I intend to attack that keep. However, I will be staying up for the rest of tonight, so if anyone's able to listen, I will give the tale tonight. So.
Oh, okay. Well, we are at sundown. We are leaving to return to Scarlet Moon Hall. come rest. And it's still like mid-afternoon now. So you guys have been away from the river maybe an hour by this point. And so it's like maybe 2 or 3. It's clear that a couple of people have been using the tents, and the Druids will, we're not going to do this in character, but the Druids will ask you guys, if you don't intend to go with them, would you like them to leave one of their tents behind that you all can use? They would gladly leave one for you, and then they would head on back after nightfall. Otherwise, if you all don't want them to, then during the late afternoon, they would start striking the tents and packing everything up and getting ready to go.
Villager will come back from the fire and he'll come stand with the group.
Can you give us a minute to discuss?
Yeah, this all kind of happens in conversation.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys can take some time. So now this is party discussion time.
All right, gentlemen, let's discuss this. What do we want to do?
Are you supposed to be sleeping?
This is before he goes to sleep.
I'm just talking shit.
Don't be a dick, bro. Don't be a dick. That's my job.
This is my feeling. These guys have been here for a while scouting out this keep, and I can't imagine we're going to get any more intel than what they've already gathered. And it sounds like we could make some powerful allies if we follow them, with the added advantage of they may assist us in scouting these other cultist caravans that are heading to the north. I suggest we go with them.
Well, hell, it sounds like we're trading one cult for another one, but that's just my gut.
Think the better of the two evils, I think.
I think their capabilities are great, but I think they're used incorrectly. I believe that they're wasting time. We need to hit that keep. I think we need to negotiate some men that can come along with us, because they don't intend to do so quickly, which I think is an error.
But I think they have a game plan. See, they have more of a plan than we do. So
we don't have time for this.
Agree. I think that having allies is important. They have a better plan. And he did mention there's some powerful foes there, and they're spellcasters. And we could use the help.
We don't know what they also have back at their camp, too, wherever the hall is. They could have items that we could use, items we need. I mean, we don't go in gung-ho, per se, just, a battle axe and run just ain't going to cut it this time.
Brock, we may have won that battle, and I think a lot of it was due to luck.
No, I think...
And I don't think we can guarantee same results if we go storming that keep with just a few of us here.
I think you're wrong there. In that battle, we made a lot of hits. They threw a wave at us that hurt a couple of us a little bit. We saw what they're capable of. I don't think it's a lot. I don't think it's a lot. I think we're blowing this way out of proportion.
No, buddy. I respect you as a fellow party member. I respect you as a man that knows how to get things done. But in this instance, my friend, going gung-ho, running, balls deep into a keep that we know nothing about, that these people have been scouting for God knows how long. They have a plan. They have a bigger group than us. I think you just need to take, a step back, breathe a little bit, calm down. Let's get together with these people, get the resources we need, go in full bore, and we can do more damage that way than just the four of us.
These guys weren't even on our radar.
They found us, put it that way, and we were really good at looking for people, and they found us. That's Let me
put it another way for you, Brock. A militaristic view that you might appreciate. They have resources that we do not, and we are, whether you like it or not, going to have ourselves a little battle or a big battle. And I think it is wise that we use whatever extra resources we have at our disposal. It can only make us stronger.
I've made my intent clear. However, the party has spoken. So be it.
No one doubts your courage, Brock.
Far from that, buddy. I got your back any day of the week. You know this, but lately you've been very brash with just wanting to go in head first, and with the things that have been going on, we can't do that. We can't afford to do that.
I saw an opportunity. We didn't take it. That's all good.
Well, all right. I guess we'll rest up. Get the hell on out of here when they're ready to go.
Sounds fair to me, but don't be alarmed if I sleep with a dagger under my pillow.
I'm assigning. I think we ought to have the buddy system.
I'll be up all night. You'll be safe, bro.
Should we tell the druids that we are going to accompany them back to their home?
Sure.
Yeah, let me take care of that. Fella sure goes back and relays that.
Okay. And as you come to them, they will. It actually seems like they have been preparing for some contingencies, and they give you a crude sketch that sort of outlines what they know about the Riverguard Keep. It's an area that has 4 towers. 3 of the towers are up on the bluff. 1 tower is down by the river, and the walls connecting the towers have all been repaired except for that area where the chain is that goes across the mouth of that cove. Then there's a gatehouse. The towers are outfitted with arrow slits, and by their estimation of what they have seen on the walls and the rotations of the watch, they would estimate that there's probably as many as 50 cultists and soldiers that are at the keep, and among those they do know that there are a few spellcasters that are among those cultists. So they kind of just give that to you in a matter of fact bit of reporting. They can't give you any details about what's inside because they have not been inside this keep. Obviously, they've only been able to scout it from the outside, but they can give you approximate dimensions and things like that, which the keep is approximately maybe 150 feet square, or 150 feet on a side. And those towers range. The smallest one is probably about 40 feet across, and the largest one is about 60 feet across. And then the rest of it are connected by the curtain walls around the outside. So you have that now. You can just say that in your inventory you have a sketch of Riverguard Keep. And if that becomes necessary, I can draw something for you. But probably the way it sounds now, it sounds more like you'll be getting more intelligence with some strategic planning with your allies in the future. So they think that's wonderful that you all want to accompany them. They will offer you food. They will offer you water, and they will promise that when they get back to Scarlet Moon Hall, there is wine. They say that their leader, Elazar Dryflagon, as his name implies, does not drink wine himself, but he does not forbid his followers to drink, and he understands that wine is an important part of celebrations.
Do they mention how far this hall is and in which direction?
Yes, they said it's about. Oh crap, that's the wrong X.
Night's
They
March.
said it's about
You say it's a couple hours to the west?
Yeah, actually, I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong X on the map. It is to the northwest, and yes, it is about a couple of hours walk or march to the northwest. So if they leave by sundown, they'll be there before midnight.
That's not that far.
Yeah. So, DM question to the players. Am I understanding that your current plan is rest here until they leave for Scarlet Moon Hall and then travel with them to Scarlet Moon Hall, see what you can find out, and then from this Elazar person, and then decide what you're going to do at that point?
Yes.
That's my understanding.
That's my understanding, too.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure so that as I start narrating what happens, you guys don't say, no, wait a minute. That's not what I decided.
Me and James are in agreement. Ken?
Yeah, I agree.
All right. There we go.
Okay. So that's a majority, simple majority. So night falls. You guys, you guys gain advantage on your attacks against night because it's prone now that it has fallen. And you
Wait, what was that? What was that last? We gain advantage because
you gain advantage on your attacks against night because night has fallen. It is prone.
Oh, gosh. I totally missed that one.
Oh my god. Kudos just for having
everyone
Don't
get
encourage him.
inspiration. No, just kidding.
Okay, so you guys head off with them.
Hold on before the rest. So when we're so we were all taking a long rest, right? And we were all like resting while Brock was keeping watch, or are we just sitting around just shooting the breeze? I guess can we still get the benefits of a long rest? What are we?
If anybody mechanically needs a long rest, you will have to spend 6 hours sleeping. There are some people who have said they did not intend to sleep. So those of you who did not intend to sleep, you don't have to sleep because this is during the day.
Okay.
Those of you who do not sleep will not get a long rest until you go and sleep. Those of you who were missing spells and wanted to recharge spells and wanted to use a long rest to do that, you may use a long rest now, but you can only get one long rest every 24 hours. So if you use it now, you won't be able to use spells and then say, oh, I'm going to go sleep again and get my spells back again.
Okay. So while we're sitting here spending this time, Mulek's going to go up to Brock and have a conversation.
Okay.
What's bothering you?
Hey, Brock. I'm a little concerned that you want to rush into danger so quickly without thinking about a long-term, any kind of long-term planning. I mean, we've been told that there's quite a few spellcasters in this keep, and I pull out my quill and I start just kind of twisting it around in my fingers, and I say, Brock, spellcasters can be dangerous. Let me show you something I've been working on. And I just sit here and I get him to kind of focus on my quill, and I whisper a few words. And cast blindness on Brock.
Oh,
Okay.
turn out of nowhere.
Okay, so
to cast blindness on Brock.
What's that?
You attempt to cast blindness on
Yes, I'm attempting.
yes. So what is your spell save DC?
Brock. And I just look at you.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I just blink again.
Oh my
gracious.
goodness.
You look. What's your business here, friend?
Well, obviously, I've got more practice to do.
Yes, my point exactly. The whole point of this is the fact that you underestimate what we're capable of, friend.
I don't underestimate what we can do, but it's very dangerous going into a situation that we don't fully understand.
I agree. Maybe I don't have anything to live for. Maybe I see this cause as something to die for. Maybe that's what's erring in my brain. But I believe that if we would have rushed that keep, we would have taken it easily. And we would have.
Why do you feel like you've got nothing?
Well, I left everything I had back there, and all I'm doing is running, chasing a cause I feel, again, that I'm willing to die for.
Well, you found us.
Yeah, you're friends now. I've had friends before, and then they weren't. I mean, you can't put your stocks there, can you?
Brock, I will be your friend. And I've seen what you've done, and I see how you care for others. You've got great honor. And I can see you doing many, and it would be a waste to have you lost so soon when you could help so many.
I will die for a good cause, Mulek, as I believe you will as well. What you need to realize is when I do die, there's going to be many men laying in my wake.
Oh, I don't doubt that. I just, we just need to be careful.
Wouldn't call you guys to run to your suicide or deaths. I believe very firmly that we had that victory. I understand that you didn't believe in the same thing I did, but I thought that we had it, but here we are.
I'm gonna go study. And Mulek gets up and walks away.
He grabs your wrist as you turn away, and he turns you back towards him and looks at you squarely. This time will pass, but you ever cast a spell on me again, it's not going to turn out well.
And I nod my head and respect, and I turn around and walk.
His mouth opens in a wide grin, so you know he's kidding.
All right. Thanks, Brock. I care for you. I'd do anything to protect you.
As you.
Okay, that's... Okay, guys, wonderful. And then there's just one more thing I want to do this evening. We're getting very close to time. So I want to go ahead and respect that. Actually, it's kind of two things. The two things are this. The first is to go to a new map for you all. And this one really is, in fact, a map. And give you a little bit of a sense of where you all are. Where you all are. You are currently here at this X at Riverguard Keep. And where you are traveling overland is you are traveling about 8 miles overland to Scarlet Moon Hall this way. Okay. And that is the direction that you all are headed. And yeah, it's about another 16 miles to the road. So that's 16 miles is as fast as the caravan can move an entire day. So the you guys start walking and heading that way. The Druids make a good time. They, of course, they travel as you would expect them to. They're very, very light. They step very lightly, and they ask you all to come in close when they begin, and they do a spell. And anybody that wants to can make a check, Arcana check, to see if they can tell what kind of spell is being cast. 8's not quite going to do it.
I've watched that digital dice roll from 18 to 5. I was hot.
Okay. Yeah, Mulek and Falliger both know that what they are casting is Pass Without Trace. So basically that means that they are going to be able to go overland and not leave any tracks for enemies to follow, to show that your group traveled from this location in the direction of Scarlet Moon Hall. So that it also shields you from, kind of being casually observed as you travel. But they do that, and if anybody asks, they will freely tell you that that's what they're going to cast is, just to keep the prying eyes of the cult at bay. And then as you
Real quick, sorry.
Sure.
Before we enter the camp and stuff, like going into Scarlet Moon Hall, I make my ring of mind shielding invisible.
Okay.
Because I don't want them to see that.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. I want to go here. I want to check and see what this is. Do we have... okay. Dynamic lighting. Okay. So we're going to do... Nope. And then we're going to enable this. All right, save this. And then I am going to reveal this area for you, because this is the part of the map that I want you all to see. Yeah, excellent. Yes, that will work. Okay, so as you come across hills, you eventually, as you get closer, within about a mile, you can see a dark shape looming up in the night, and it looks like a tower, kind of like a square silo, maybe, like a silo that farms would use for their grain, but it's quite tall. You would estimate, well, you can't see the actual hill it's built on, but it commands a view for several miles, and there's moonlight and starlight, so you can pick it out. It looks like a great black square in the night, standing up there. And as you get closer, you can begin to hear, drifting on the air, little snatches of what sound like music. And then as you go over the shoulder of a hill, you can see kind of the glow. There's a glow over here, glow over there, glow over there, that looks like several campfires that are all kind of in proximity to where this tower is. And ultimately, you top a hill and look across the valley, and you see this. You see this site ahead of you. You are down here at the south. I'm going to, for the benefit of the chat, I'm going to reduce the scale. And then I'm going to go grab your tokens and move them onto the map here so that you guys will be able to get around. I'll just put you guys down here near the bottom. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, let me see. All right. Oh yeah, this has a. This is a map on a weird scale. There is a grid on this, and the Roll20 grid is normally 5-foot squares, but this map is 10-foot squares. So this is not going to be a map that we would do a battle on. I would move it to a different map with the right squares for a battle. But this is just to show you the layout. And this is where we'll end tonight. You see up on the top of the hill, you see this square tower, and there's scaffolding built around it up to about the height of 30 feet. And it looks like there's some areas where the tower and the ring wall around it have been in disrepair, but it looks like people are working to repair those. And then right out in front of the tower, there are two things that catch your eye. The first is right here, a large bonfire that is about 10 foot in diameter that is rising up. The second is in between, not pictured on your map, but in between these two tents here. You see a scaffolding that rises up about 25 feet, and illuminated by the bonfire, there is the shape of, it's a humanoid shape that it looks like is completely made of dried straw. And there's a scaffolding around it. And this figure is up there. And the druids traveling with you say, "Welcome, friends, to Scarlet Moon Hall. As you can see, some of our other brothers from the circle of brothers and sisters from the circle of the Scarlet Moon have already gathered. You are free to camp with anyone you like. We will go into the hall and we will tell Elazar Dryflagon you are here, and we will see when he can meet with you. Be our guests. Be welcome." And then one of them points to the figure up there. See, there is the Wicker Man. When at the celebration, we will burn him to show the triumph of nature over all those who would do evil. And but for now, enjoy yourselves. And they begin to take their leave and move off towards the hall, and that is where we will end for tonight. Sorry we ran a little bit over, but I just wanted to get us to a good stopping place.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's good.
All good.
All right. So that is our session for this evening. We'll still say it's kind of not quite midnight. And then you guys can pick up from here not next time. We will pick up from here. For the benefit of the players and the chat, just a reminder that next week is Thanksgiving in the U.S., so I will not be running a game next Thursday night. There will be no session. We will resume on the first Thursday in December. I'll go ahead and set that up on the reminder schedule. Chat, thank you guys so much for hanging out. We've had 4 or 5 people with us all night. We really appreciate you being here. Remember that if you have questions for the players, you can always put those in chat. A couple of players hang out there, and they can answer questions about what's going on if you have them during the game. And for the benefit of chat, we wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. And before we leave, Michael, anything in particular coming up on your channel that you want to let the viewers know about between now and the next time we play?
I'll be playing some Minecraft tomorrow. Just that's my kick back, relax. I don't call it BSing, but kick back, relax, unwind type of game. Because I've been playing a bunch of different things lately, like WoW and a bunch of different stuff. But this is be my relaxing stream tomorrow afternoon/evening. I'll be playing with my buddy Shotgun Case, probably on PlayStation. So I will be streaming, but it'll be streaming through my PlayStation. But I'll have the chat up, and if anybody wants to pop in and say hey, just come on by.
Damn, I was going to ask if you had a private server I was going to play, but I don't have play.
I don't have a private server, but I do have it on PC as well, though.
If you ever play on PC, yep.
Yeah, I have it on PC, Chris, if you want to play. I mean, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, I can play.
I mean, I get the day off tomorrow, so.
That'll work.
All right. Anybody else have anything coming up between now and the next time we play that you want to share with the chat?
Just want to wish everyone in the United States or anyone who celebrates Thanksgiving happy Thanksgiving.
Yep. Raid that dinner table.
And raid the Walmart the next day, but be careful. COVID is real.
Don't go out next day. That's my advice.
Yeah.
Black Friday is not worth your life.
Raid Amazon. Raid Amazon for
Cyber
Black
Monday,
Friday.
not Black Friday. Monday.
Right. We've got jokes in this chat.
All right. And then on this channel, you will see on Saturday night, we have our throwback game, Lost Mine of original D&D. It's the Lost Mine of Phandelver, but played with original D&D rules. That game actually has been opened up again for players. So if anybody fancies playing through the Lost Mine of Phandelver using rules that are 40 years old, and seeing how differently the game plays with the original D&D rule set, you can look for Lost Mine of original D&D on Roll20 and sign up for that game. Then on Sunday afternoon, we have our Walker of Waterdeep game. We've had our first migration of somebody from the chat room to the playing table happen in that game.
Really?
Where Gooniebird, Gooniebroad, who has been watching our games for quite a while, she joined us as a player last session. Very fun. She's playing a Minotaur Bard.
Heck yes. Yes. Oh my God. I got to look
and her theme is more cowbell. So
I play a Minotaur in my other game. That's great. That's amazing.
Did she do a one shot with us?
Yes, she did.
She did the one shot. Okay.
Yeah, she did a one shot. So she's been around for a while. She actually was a DM in a game that one of the longtime players in the Sunday game played in for a while, and then her game ended, and she's got some time. So now she has decided, after watching our games for a while and after participating in the one shot with me, she decided she wanted to be a full-time player in that
Awesome.
game. So that's good. Yeah. Glad to see that. So, yes, reiterating what others have said, happy Thanksgiving. Everyone, please be safe. This is, I think the next few months are going to be the toughest months of the entire pandemic because we now have more than one company that has a very, very promising vaccine that all of the health experts are saying is effective. Um, but now the problem is ramping up the production and being able to get it out to everybody. So there's going to be this temptation that, the vaccine is here, so everything can go back to normal. And
Oh Lord,
we got to be a little bit careful about that. I think it's probably going to be my doctor that I see. He and I have known each other for decades, and he says that in his opinion, it's going to be second quarter of next year before there's wide enough availability of either vaccine that you can begin to relax the vigilance that we've all had. Whatever level of vigilance you've been practicing. So it feels like we're really close, and yet it feels like it's so far away.
don't
So
worry,
that's
all the
why I
wealthy
say-
people will get it first.
Let them be the guinea pigs, because we saw what happened with the first vaccine they tried to push.
That's right. The brain problems. We still don't know what kind of. They don't have to release what kind of side effects they've had, or at least they haven't really released any, which is very alarming because there's got to be some. So
we also know what a vaccine is. It's a weakened version of the virus, and if you looked into it, this virus is not something to play with. So be careful. Whether you choose to
Yeah.
Take at your own risk.
I used to be one of those people that never got a flu shot, and I did not ever get the flu. And then I had a health issue, and all of my doctors said, okay, you have to start getting the flu shot every year. I have gotten the flu shot every year, and I still haven't gotten the flu. So it's, maybe I don't get the flu very easily, but I'm one of those people that says, you know what, probably better off with a vaccine. Now, of course, the difference is the flu shot is a vaccine that's been around for generations, and they kind of know what to expect from it. This is a brand new thing, and you guys are perfectly right. You don't know what to expect from it.
I am legend.
Yeah, you don't know either how individuals will react to it or how a certain segment of the population, because there's going to be a percentage of people that it will work perfectly like a textbook for. There's going to be another percentage that has mild side effects, and another percentage, hopefully a very minuscule one, that has more drastic side effects.
Yeah, like I said, whether you take it or you don't, just do that research.
Be careful.
Decide yourself and be careful.
Yep.
Thank you guys for coming and watching tonight. We've had 5 viewers all night, Gally.
Yeah, that's been very good. So that's gonna do it for me. Once again, happy Thanksgiving. Take care. Come hang out with us on Saturdays and Sundays, and then you can come and keep me company on Monday nights when I do Monster Monday as well. So thank you all. Take care. Have a wonderful night. Goodbye, everybody.
bye.